What's up, guys? Shit. Oh, how are you? Oh, I was gonna go live on Twitch today, but I changed my mind. No, Alani, what's good? Walker, Justin, Angus, Umbreon, Mysterious. What up? Battlefield Friends dropped a new video. I'm happy. I mean, yeah, no, Alani, you're allowed to be mad about that. I mean, if you deal with that. I'm sure that happens in the civilian world. Why is that there? Terminator, thank you so much for the 5. Fuck you. No, Alani, you can... If you've ever worked a job like that, it's just most prevalent for me, at least. I've only ever experienced that shit in the military, dog, and that shit drives me insane. It's just like, you're just standing there, too. That's like, I don't know if y'all know what it's like to stand in the same position for longer than 45 minutes. It gets fucking old. It really does. And, got this bastard, bruh, just talking. And then you got some dumbass. I'd like to waste everyone's time and keep them from getting laid and getting drunk and having fun and playing video games. I have all the questions, you fucker. We should all collectively beat your fucking ass after this, to be honest. Y'all want to do some Battlefield Friends today? I mean, I got a lot of shit to cover. I got the dude with 100 questions who repeats himself. I can't. And I avoided the people that ask questions because I knew that if I hung out with them after the fact, I would just end up getting mad. And it would be a problem, so I just avoided those people. I can't stand that shit, dog. It's like, shut the fuck up. You got questions? Ask your... Who cares? It's Garrison. Alright. Alright. I gotta pull up Discord too. Sorry. And I gotta put my glasses on. Alright. I'm assuming you have a request today, Terminated. Dude, this motherfucker right here spends so much time on Marvel Rivals. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, this motherfucker must be on vacation or something. Every single day, every time I look at my Discord, which is often, this motherfucker is on Marvel Rivals. Gotta be on vacation. Alright, my bad. We'll see if any... Oh, bet. Superman vs. Darkseid was straight hands. Never mind, we gotta start with this. Ryan Macbeth, the ice incident was real. The online outrage was engineered. I just been making my own jokes about the whole ice situation. I wasn't expecting to watch any videos on it, but I guess. And I'm not even gonna wait on David to get here because he can just watch this back. And then after David, we got some more idiots in cars. We got Superman versus Darkseid. Let me see what's in the... Oh, and then try not to laugh. Okay. So we got Patron stuff to do right off rip. Good. All right. The ice incident. Same shit, different toilet, dog. Something happens. People get mad. They riot. Then they get run over by people that don't have time for the riots. And then that's it. On to the next story. On to the next dead person. On to the next... I feel like I've seen this movie so many times, guys. So many times. To the point where it's like... The incidents don't change, it's just the faces that change. Y'all notice that? Same thing all the time, just with different characters. Rough. I gotta take this down. Have you seen the baddies on Marvel Rivals? Of course. Of course. The baddest one, I haven't... Okay, so I haven't played in a hot minute. They've added so many other characters since I last played. But the last character that I did play with that just... Oh. Woo! Emma Frost. Emma Frost. That right there. They did good work with that one. Whoever was in charge of Emma Frost did, in my opinion, a phenomenal job. I can't say good enough things. I have a feeling that Squirrel Girl is secretly the baddest one, but her clothing, it doesn't... I'm almost certain of it. Her outfit doesn't do her body any justice, but I'm pretty sure Squirrel Girl is like the baddest one. Okay. Alright, David will get here eventually. How long is this video? And why can't I find it? Oh, because I didn't type in by Mr. Ryan Macbeth. Interesting how his video didn't show up at the very top. We'll see. Yeah, this one. Wait, no. Is it this? Did he change the title of it? This has got to be it because it's the same time as the one that's in the Discord, 11:25. He must have changed the title of the video, which is fine. It's crazy that it still popped up even though he changed the title, which means that the old title has to still be... Then again, I typed in Ryan Macbeth, and this is probably his most recent video. Matter of fact, I recognize his face. I feel like I've seen a video or two by him before. You're heading to the Poconos this Saturday? Are those islands? The Poconos Islands? Is that an island? Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's awesome, man. Congrats. I don't know in what capacity you're going, vacation or whatever. Mountains? Oh, I was all wrong. Okay, cool. What the fuck you going to the mountains for? Is there something of note there that I don't know about? I thought it was a fucking island. is so fucking freezing. Vacation. There is an inn? I mean, I kind of get it. There's this place where I'm from. It's like, I want to say a 45-minute drive from where I'm from, but it's called Pine Mountain. And it's nothing but mountains and wilderness, and it's very scenic and it's very beautiful. And they have cabins up there that you can rent. Very nice cabins, like with 5-6 bedrooms, hot tub, very nice views of everything, trails that lead from and to. It's really, really cool. Usually the only people I've ever seen go to these things is people like on their anniversaries and shit. My parents went one time. But I do know one time I did go, and me and my friends, we all pitched in and threw a big ass party at one of these places. And that was a good time. I have been, but for the most part, the only people I ever see when I go to Pine Mountain is like old people, man. Older people, like older than me. 45 plus for the most part. Usually they're there just hiking or just doing retirement type shit, I guess. So, Kat, what's good? All right, foreign actors turned a tragedy into an information weapon. All right, yeah, that's good. Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. Now, one could say, I don't know, we'll see. All right, here we go.
On Wednesday, January 7th, 2025, a woman named Renee Nicole Good was shot by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, I'm not going to show you the video. Either you've seen it or you can find it if you want. But in this roughly 4.5-minute video clip, a woman in a red minivan is surrounded by ICE agents. One ICE agent is either in front of the vehicle or a little to the front and to the side of the minivan. And when this woman tries to drive away, the officer opens fire. Now, there is some debate as to whether or not this is a lawful action, a lawful but awful situation, or downright murder. But this video isn't about that. It's about tracking the disinformation spreading online about the event. A couple of things to start, since a lot of new people might view this. Hi, my name is Ryan McBeth. I'm a software engineer and intelligence analyst, mainly focusing on intelligence collection and cyber warfare, or CYBINT, with a focus on how our adversaries practice information warfare. What I am not is a lawyer or police officer. So I can't tell you what is and isn't lawful in this situation, but I can tell you how our adversaries are using this event against us. I do this a lot. Subscribe if you want more of this stuff. And if you want to support my work, please consider tossing me $5 at ryanbeth.substack.com. I also have a free member page there as well. I identified 5 phrases that were common among tweets about the incident. Those phrases were: her car, she was driving away, legal observer, Renee Nicole Good, who is the name of the deceased, and Jonathan Ross, who is the ICE agent who opened fire, as reported by the media. I plugged these phrases into Cyabra social media threat detection software, and I found some pretty interesting things. First off, you have to remember, when events like this strike, our adversaries will use these events to further divide us as a nation. They want people angry. Second, social media companies do not care. They want you angry and clicking and scrolling so they can show you ads for the Lexus and the BTS meal. If you've watched any of this footage, you were likely manipulated by inauthentic actors who feed our need to dunk on Team Red or dunk on Team Blue. So the first thing I want to show you is the power of AI, or artificial intelligence, in this incident. This image was
You're not here, David, but you are going to watch this. I got to tell you, man. I don't care.
generated by an account called Scummy Mommy 511. It is an AI-generated image likely created with the intent of tricking people into believing it was real, so it could be repeated by people who claim that the ICE officer's life was in danger.
Yeah. The same shit that Lex Luthor did in the Superman movie, where he had all those angry little monkeys typing in super shit in mass. I'm very aware of this. I just didn't really, I didn't really care for a deep dive on it, but here we are.
And again, this is a very powerful emotion because an image like this could prove that this particular officer was directly in front of the minivan when the incident occurred, thus dunking on Team Blue. And this tricked a few people, most notably ex-user Gunther Eagleman, also known as David Freeman, who is on Team Red, and I guess you could best describe him as a professional internet troll. I've actually made numerous videos about this guy. He is a disinformation gift that keeps on giving, but I mention this because it shows you how fast people jump to supporting Team Red or Team Blue without stopping and thinking first. Now, these 5 phrases I identified were her car. She
Lady died. She won't be the last.
was driving away, legal observer Renee Nicole Good and Jonathan Ross. I entered them into the Sabra social.
All I know is that I've never been killed by police. Have you guys? Interesting how that works. Very easy to do, too. I'm currently doing it right now. I'm actively not getting shot by police.
Media threat detection software. The results were very telling. So first, let's talk about the phrase, her car. This phrase was actually used in a tweet about the incident made by Vice President J.D. Vance in response to a comment made by a user who described themselves as a civil liberties attorney. The tweet got 10.7 million views. But the highest performing tweet with this particular phrase was by ChessChick01, who said, "She is ordered out of the car. She refuses. She backs up. She drives forward into an ICE agent. ICE agent pulls out gun only when she starts moving forward into his body. Self-defense, case closed." Now, following that tweet were about 23,000 replies and 29,000 shares. But the actual number of repeats of that phrase from inauthentic profiles were 28%. This is following the hashtag of ICE agent and Renee Nicole Good. So if you interacted with anybody on these topics, they had the text her car, you had a 28% chance of interacting with an inauthentic user or one of our adversaries.
In the playoffs, you need to find that extra gear. The betting
Good.
playoff.
The next phrase is she was driving away. In this case, 34% of the interactions were inauthentic. So here's an example. The inauthentic user Adam Media said, "Breaking, Trump says that woman killed by ICE ran over ICE agent. As you can see, this isn't true. She was driving away and shot while turning away from agents." This was viewed 5.4 million times. This was the highest viewed item. This is pretty darn scary. You had a 1/3 chance of interacting with someone who wasn't real, someone who was designed to drive your anger. Next is the phrase legal observer, which was actually the first pattern that I noticed. This was from Representative Jerry Nadler, from Representative Sarah Jacobs, from a Muslim civil rights organization, and from Representative Ilhan Omar. And a lot more after that. And that was kind of the first clue that this particular line, legal observer, might have been part of a script. In the intelligence community, this is what we call a clue. So it certainly looked like some sort of talking points were sent out to use the words legal observer. When I saw this, I thought, oh, this was a bystander who was legally observing something, right? Like you're standing on the sidewalk, you're observing legally. I mean, when you're in public, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy. That's why it's legal to record somebody outside your home on a Ring doorbell. But no, a legal observer is an actual program from the National Lawyers Guild where you monitor, observe, and document government conduct against First Amendment protected activity, provide arrest support for protesters on the ground, and help support teams track and help arrested folks, and empower activists and serve as a deterrent to unconstitutional behavior by law enforcement. So was this person a legal observer who was legally observing? Were they obstructing police activity, or were they just a scared woman in a minivan who was wrong place, wrong time? I don't know. But what I do know is that 25% of the accounts who use this term are inauthentic. The highest interaction with over 1 million views came from an ex-account called Young Walk-In, who said, "This is a dividing line for America. If you think a 37-year-old citizen mom, legal observer, deserves a bullet to the head for some mass federal Gestapo, you are just beyond the pale. I don't recognize you as a good faith actor, someone whose opinion is worth a damn." The interesting part is that many of the interactions with this particular account were likely AI generated from inauthentic accounts, such as, did she show her legal observer card while blocking ICE agents? Is that a get out of jail card? Need to get me one of those. Again, this is designed to enrage you. Next is the phrase Renee Nicole Good, who
Or just don't get mad, because God, man, I couldn't give a fuck less. This is such a deep dive on something that I would never think of it like this. You know what I mean, David? You really care about this, don't you? I don't. Man, this is such a deep dive on something that for me is pretty cut and dry. Watched it, I was like, okay. Right. There's gonna be another one next year with another riot. So like
who is the deceased woman at the center of this incident. Most of the inauthentic profile topics centered around her name, along with ICE in Minneapolis. In this case, 17% of users who interacted with this topic were inauthentic. The user with the most interactions is a profile called Afro-Pessimistic, who received 2.8 million views. While this particular user is authentic, the text is likely AI generated. One interesting thing here is that in this particular subject, I noticed there was an association with Trump and Renee Nicole Good. Like, those words go together. And what's
well, obviously, it's his fault. Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
What's also interesting is that a lot of the authentic profiles have a negative connotation between President Trump and Rachel Nicole Good, whereas inauthentic profiles tend to have associations with ICE and Rachel Nicole Good. That tells me is that foreign inauthentic actors are trying to spread anger about ICE, whereas authentic actors are users who are angry at the president directly. This indicates to me that we may be at a turning point in immigration enforcement that foreign actors haven't caught up with yet, and people are holding the president directly responsible for this tragic outcome. Finally, we have the phrase Jonathan Ross, who is identified by the media as the ICE agent who opened fire. Now, in this case, most of the interactions with that phrase were mostly news, not threats or misinformation. Still, 19% of those that interact with that phrase were deemed inauthentic. And this is something that bot farms will do so that you subscribe to them. They'll put out the news so that you subscribe to them and then later feast on their misinformation that they put out later. The most popular post on X was from Dina.
All right, I'm good. David, no more videos about this, please. Thanks. I can't hide the fact that I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, man. Just try again. Like, I probably won't even watch Angry Cops' video on it because, gee golly fucking shit. All right. I don't know if Umbreon's here, but we are going to run it. And we're actually going to make this. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. All right, let me change this for you guys. We haven't watched one of these in a while. Thank God. I couldn't really deal with that last video. Nothing against Mr. Ryan. That particular topic. I saw it, I moved on, and now that is just a deep dive. I'm not ready to go that deep because I don't care that vigorously, David. My bad. Okay.
For the last 20 years.
I love how the beginning of all these videos say this is for educational purposes. Is it though? I feel like we're all here to laugh at these people. Because nobody in these videos ever dies. I don't think they would actually show that for the sake of car accidents, but all right.
This video is made for educational purposes and contains significant original text commentary.
Yeah, okay, so I've actually cut turns before like that. My bad, but that person saw another oncoming car. You never risk it, really, unless you can see around that bend.
Holy.
Whoa.
What the f?
Did he, like... Did he try to miss something? Nope, there's nothing there. He's just...
Holy.
He's probably getting roadhead, man. Let's be completely honest. He's not speeding, so it's not like he's in a hurry to go take a shit, which is always my excuse for driving fast. So...
Whoa.
What the f?
Across multiple lanes, huh? That's wild, man. You cut off 2 vehicles.
Very late, because she never called us, right? So, and we
Why are y'all
kind
on
of
the
looked
road?
at it, and they were like, "Yeah, it's done for today. We're not."
Oh, okay. You can't even blame that on the snow, bro. I refuse it. And you got a donut on right here, so you've put this Nissan through hell. Look at that. You got a donut on this tire. Can't even blame the snow, I don't think. The snow did make you turn early. Okay, that's an... I used to have a crack just like that running down my fucking windshield. One of my old cars.
Whoa.
What?
You moron, what the f?
I got a fucked up windshield and fucked up bumper.
Holy sh.
Hey, at least he got out and said he was sorry and was remorseful. I can only... Oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention. Let me go back. I didn't even see that. The dash cam that we're watching, the driver is honking their horn, trying to tell that guy, hey, the light's red, but it doesn't fucking matter. I think that's what that was. I better not get copyrighted for
Siri,
this
call
fucking
911.
music on the radio, I swear.
To the state, Griswold believes the leak was a mistake, but an
Oh, no.
independent investigation continues. Denver police
Hey, that car just
officers
helped
are
you make the
looking
turn
out for
even
unregistered
faster.
Cars and
Say thank you.
expired temporary license plates. The special enforcement period begins in November. The department says it's heard frustrations from people.
Kevin.
Welcome the new year. Remember the standard.
I fucking... Oh my god, there goes the... What happened? Yo, DJ, what's good? This has to be Utah? Nah, Littleton, Colorado. Which one are you talking about? Unless you're talking about the earlier one. Blaine, Minnesota. Or Michigan. I don't... Fuck, I can't remember the... Whatever.
To the state, Griswold
Get past
police
this one.
officers are looking out for unregistered cars and expired temporary license plates. The special enforcement period begins in November. The department says it's heard frustrations from people.
We welcome the new year.
The department is very
Remember the
frustrated.
standard.
You hear that? Damn. I hope that's not you driving off.
We know the Port of
I hope it
Vortex is
isn't.
right around the corner. If you get a repair service on your cars, save 5% on your service call fees for a limited time. Visit standardheating.com to learn more.
Where's the
Comfort
culprit?
you deserve since 1930.
Right there, I think.
To deliver energy from what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's right.
Everything went fine.
Use the
Hey man, just meet me at the gas station.
Offer rebates on qualified energy-efficient natural gas equipment and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money.
It says that the driver eventually pulled off the freeway at the next exit and complied. Which... That's basically saying that he had an intent to run. Or at least that's what the text is saying. That he was contemplating it. This is the second time my dash cam has saved me from partial responsibility.
Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
You're not pulling over?
He thought about it.
Tell me something rather sober.
I feel like he thought about taking off. There goes the Jeep.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Oh my god, oh my god.
And there's a cop right there that saw it all live. Bill O'Reilly style. We'll do it live.
So fast.
The fastest show up to a scene ever. I love when there's like an accident. I don't love when there's an accident. I love when something happens and there's a cop right there. It's always like, damn. What are the fucking odds? Like, damn, officer, how'd you get there so fast? I was there. I was fucking there, man. Saw it happen.
Hey,
that Jeep got lifted. You see that? Off the ground.
Yeah, that is not my problem.
It's not.
3 cars got involved in that. It's crazy.
A threesome. So you gotta pay double for that kind of action, Cotton. Raining. The worst time. Don't matter the state. When it rains, people get retarded. See, like this guy. I don't know what happens to people's brains when it rains, but they drive significantly worse in the rain anywhere I've ever been. Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, Alabama, Texas, doesn't fucking matter. When it rains, they're dumb. You might not be dumb, but man, my first car accident in 23 years. You must be 23 years old. Oh, that sucks. And it's raining, and you gotta wait on the cops to get there. It's a shitty day.
Okay, bounce dryer sheets can't do it all.
Yeah.
But for fresher, softer, better laundry...
DeRozier, what's good? Oh, shit. No, there's the minivan.
Internet keeps getting better. Get our fastest connection loaded with benefits. Get T-Mobile's best home internet starting at $55 a month with auto
California.
Plus price lock. We won't raise your rate on internet. Check availability.
Van on van. You rarely see that kind of violence. Oh no, that's an SUV. But I hope there are no kids in that van. This four-way intersection's about to be so fucked for the next hour. Hope you don't have to be anywhere important. Heading south, I-270 near... What? Oh, what? Hold on, did I miss something? I was reading. You're just stopped? But why? It's the highway. There's no way, even if you ran out of gas, even if your engine stalled, even if your car just shut off, you still have enough momentum to get to the shoulder. You're just there. And the person that hit you wasn't paying attention either. Golly, dude. You know, that's some good driving. Man. Hey, man, that's some good driving. Damn, dude, look at this. My car barely had 100 miles on it. And that almost happened. I'd be fucking sick. Yeah, we're gonna do some try not to laughs today as well, guys. Charlotte police cruiser nearly rear-ends a car and slides off the road driving too fast on icy roads.
See if the cop knows how to
Nobody is immune to black ice, guys. Not even police officers. I'm assuming they try to train you for this shit in the academy if you live in some of these places as a cop, but nobody is immune to black ice.
Going too fast. He was going too fast, and he had to.
It would also help if you slowed down as a fucking police officer. I'm just saying. Who's gonna get it? You, the oh my god, it's some fucking Need for Speed action going on here. What is... Jesus, Dominic Toretto almost killed that family of 5 in that fucking minivan. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we going? Who's going? Am I going? Are you going? I don't know what to do with my hands. Lord. And it's snowing. Iowa. I feel like you did that all by yourself. No other vehicle was involved, I don't think. I think that's all you. It says Sage Hill Rock. If you know, you know. I don't know. Who can explain that? Who's gonna get it?
Ran a red light.
No kidding.
Who's gonna get it?
Oh my gosh, that one did too. And this one is.
All y'all ran red lights. All of y'all are running red lights. Just because the car in front of you went doesn't give you the right to go. Oh my god. Dude, like 5 cars ran red lights. All of them. They were playing follow the fucking leader. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with all of y'all?
Let it go. Or right into the whole like.
New driver almost pit maneuvered themselves. Good thing I slowed down.
It was a whoa, buddy.
Yo, what city is this?
Yeah, I know.
Almost pit maneuvered himself. Oh, I see cops. Who's getting it? You. You're running from the police. Oh!
Jesus!
And you wrecked into the woods. Wow. How anticlimactic that was. I got caught up in a police chase on my way home tonight. Yeah.
That sucks.
They're on your ass. They got 2 squad cars.
And parents were called in of naughty
Dude,
children.
what are you doing?
Dude, there's been a lot of bad weather in this video. Like a lot of bad weather, actually.
Finally,
Oh my god.
One of the first dash cam videos we've seen where it's like a lot of inclement weather, or actually it might be the second or third. Usually we don't see this much snow or rain or none of that.
and they realized they weren't.
My man, I know that it's I know that it's bad weather, but that's no reason to go dangerously slow.
What are you doing?
Finally,
Oh my god.
and they realized
Tell him,
they
girl.
weren't
Jesus
idiots. I got away
Christ,
with it.
bro.
Yeah, see, right there. Since it's snowing, I totally understand going under the speed limit, but this person was going 15 in a 40. And yes, going too slow is an equal hazard as going too fast.
Problem is, I'm now.
This is in Massachusetts. Yo, I couldn't live here just because of the weather. It may have nice people, good communities. I just fucking can't. I can't. Oh, look at you. Where are you going? Some Tokyo Drift action. That's good. In a Prius, I think. You definitely don't win a lot. Someone stopped to let me out and this happened. What happened? Oh, that. What y'all doing? Are y'all racing? Huh?
Are you kidding?
Are you,
Dude, what
are you,
the?
are you stupid?
Now you.
Dude, this is all degenerate shit, man. It's all like, and you know what's funny is a couple of years ago, I still remember this. A couple of years ago, we were watching some dash cam bad driver compilations or whatever, and I had a significant amount of people in the chat, and I asked the chat, I was like, "Yo, to anyone who's older than me, right? Like significantly older than me, if you were driving before the cell phone, were drivers still shitty?" You know what their answer was? Yes. Drivers were still this bad even before the cell phone. I would love to sit here and blame the cell phone and blame you looking at fucking TikTok while you do whatever, and that is the case sometimes, but that just amplifies the factor. People already suck. People have always sucked. That's the whole thing. Oh shit.
What the? Bomb. Are you...
Oh,
Look at you. Oh my god.
What happened?
There's someone on the sidewalk that you could have hit.
yeah.
Whoa! Are you dumb?
Oh, dude.
2 people almost.
Been not looked like
This is in Canada.
Scrooge, actually. Is what that looked like to me.
I'd have to see a photo of that too.
Sucios. You know what that means in Spanish? Sucio? It means dirty. You dirty bitch. Oh shit. But that could mean like dirty bastards or something. I don't know. Like los sucios, the dirty ones or something. Yeah.
The other old man of Christmas.
Look at you. You didn't merge in time to make this turn, and now you're gonna inconvenience this driver. Well, go now. Go now. Painful.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely painful. Guys, I gotta be honest. Anytime I drive in a new place, I kind of drive bad. Does that make sense? So, like, if I were to go to, think of a state I've never been to. If I were to go to Idaho for the first time, I'd probably be a bad driver for like the first 30 minutes of me driving in and around Idaho because shit's different in every place. Merging lanes can be different. Just intersections can be different. It's just different. I've come across different things in different states that when I encounter them, I'm just like, I've never maneuvered something like this before. Let me be careful. And especially if I'm lost trying to navigate the GPS and drive at the same time, I'm not fully paying attention to the road. Okay? I will be honest in that regard. Anytime I drive in a new place, it takes me a minute to get acclimated to the new maneuvers and new ways of paying attention and new ways of just... That makes sense? Yeah, we're going to do some Angry Cops today as well. I want to check out his video where the government is going to give permission to civilians to do pirate type shit. I got to see that. What are you doing? And why are there no lines on this road? Yo, the city's got to paint some fucking lines here. What do you got going on? We don't even know what lane we're in. Or at least this motherfucker doesn't. Massachusetts. Fix your roads. Paint some fucking lines on this shit so people can... I don't need lines, but some people... Look at you. Merging improperly. Rhode Island. A lack of Florida man in this video. I don't know if I like it.
Like, are you a man?
Why are y'all driving like this and there's buses everywhere? Look, 1, 2, 3 school buses and y'all are running red lights. Please don't copyright me for the music. Look at you.
Oh my god.
Look at you. Who do you think you are? Motherfucker thinks he's John Wick. Where do you have to be? Oh, you're late for work? Believe you me, bro. Whether you're 10 minutes late or 2 hours late, you're fucking late. Your boss is going to be mad regardless. So just... I don't know why y'all put yourselves in danger. Very good song. I just don't want to deal with the copyright right now. Roundabouts. I don't... What state is this? I don't blame Americans for not... Oh, this is Kitchener, O-N, Ontario, Canada, maybe? I don't... Now I do, but for a while, when I was younger, I didn't see any roundabouts in America. And then I went to Europe, lived there for a few years, came back, there was a roundabout in my hometown. I knew how to navigate it because I had done it before. But the roundabout was new to my city, to my town. No one had ever seen something like that before. We'd never seen it. And they built one. And dog, the amount of people I saw just confused out of their minds trying to navigate this roundabout. I was like, guys, it just, you go and then he goes and it's like a circle. It's like a circle. Y'all seen Chuck and Larry? It's not a triangle. Triangle has sides and it ends. It's pointy on the sides. Like a circles forever. And these people, bruh, I don't even understand it. It's like... Go! You have all the time in the world. Go! Why are y'all so... Y'all are so skittish. Jesus. South Carolina. I think, yeah. Alright, that's illegal. But where's the cop? That's even more illegal. Dude just saw 2 people commit traffic violations in less than 5 seconds.
However you book your hotel, first
Oh, but you know what? I've committed some of these things before. Back in the day, dude. I drove a really, really big truck, the GMC Sierra, big ass Mickey Thompson tires, 6-inch lift kit. I'm talking, it was a beast, right? And everywhere I went, anywhere I went, I parked in the back of the parking lot every single time because the back of the parking lot is always the emptiest. I couldn't fit with other cars. I couldn't, and I wasn't about to park in an empty space up front with no one next to me, and then I come back out and there's people next to me, and it's a whole pain in the ass to get that truck out of the fucking parking spot. Man, I'll park in the back and I'll fucking walk. I don't care, man. And because you got blind spots on those things and you sit up so fucking high, you might not even see something. I sat up so high, bro, I couldn't see Honda Civics. I couldn't see Elantras. I couldn't see these little tiny cars, man. So I just stayed away from them for the most part. So I think Germany created roundabouts. I don't know who created it, but I like the roundabout. I think it's a good idea, and it eases traffic and it makes traffic flow better instead of having either lights or a four-way that's constantly stopping. And so they put a roundabout there to ease the traffic from the three-way intersection that connected a neighborhood to the middle school. And so, yeah, that's it's good. Like the roundabouts, but whenever roundabouts first came to America, bro, people were fucking confused. I don't blame them, but it's to the point now where you're in America, you can't operate a roundabout. You're either not old enough to drive, or I guess you've never seen one. Because they're not everywhere, I'll tell you that. They don't exist everywhere. It's just they're placed deliberately. They're not placed for fun. Like, oh, a roundabout would look good in this area. No. They do it in specific places that could ease congestion around the area as far as traffic. Places like airports. Places that have a high congestion of people and cars. Angus with the 5. Did some looking into Stiff Up Sups. They actually do dippable pre-workout. I think I saw something to that effect pop up on my feed, but it was coffee. It was like Zyns, but it was coffee. There was no nicotine, there was no nothing. It's just, instead of brewing yourself a pot of coffee in the morning, you just put one of these in, or you can put one of these in and then have your coffee at the same time, but that's like, you'll definitely be in the bathroom. That's for sure. Oh, it's caffeine? Yeah, that is what I saw then, I guess. If I ever find myself back in the gym, maybe I'll look into that. I've never been a pre-workout kind of guy. Out of all the time I've ever spent in the gym, never took pre-workout. When I was a teenager, my mother forced me to take like this fucking weight gain thing or whatever to just put on muscle. And it was like this dietary supplement that was like so thick, and that when I drank it, I wasn't even hungry the rest of the day. And I was supposed to drink it and then eat 3 full meals, right? To put on more weight, go to the gym, that weight transfers to muscle, correct? But dude, it was so thick and it filled me up so much that I couldn't even eat like a small cracker afterwards, because I felt like I was either gonna puke it up or I was just too full for that. And I stopped doing that. Eventually I told her to get fucked. But never did the creatine, never did the protein shakes, never did the pre-workouts, never did any of that, man. I'd go to the gym, do the thing, hit muscle failure, and get the fuck out. That's I guess that's the difference between me and a gym rat. A gym rat will go in there and they'll spend 8 hours in the gym. Whereas I go to the gym, I hit muscle failure one time, I fucking leave. I don't need to kill myself. For what? I feel like I'm doing the same thing. I don't know. I can't spend that much time in the like, me personally, I don't think there's anything else to do after muscle failure except for stretching, and then you fuck off. That's it. I can't be in the gym any longer than like an hour. That's it. And I'm very efficient when I do my workouts. I do them and leave. I don't even walk around. Exactly, till you get sore or like muscle failure or fucking. Y'all know. Y'all know. I can't fathom. Dude, I know one time I got up early and I went to the gym and I saw a guy in there just fucking killing, just going, man, just like he had a point to prove. I do my workouts and I leave. Right? I was in there for like an hour, hour and a half. I leave. I come back after work that day at like 1800. This man is still here, just and I'm just like, that's Terminator. That's him. That's fucking Skynet. That's a robot. That's Terminator. That's a T-1000. There's no fucking way. Go home. Like, there's like, I don't know, man. It can't be me. Kudos to you guys that can do that, I suppose. Yo, Jay, what's good? How are you? Katai, how are you? Greetings to all of you. Dude, it's like they're on another level. Dude, I didn't even work out that much when I was deployed. At all. I had friends that were like scrawny little bastards and then they deployed, came back, and when they came back, they looked like they belong in a Mr. Olympia competition. And I'm like, dog, what did you do? Roids? Are you on roids? You on that HGH? You on the juice? Huh? A little bit of OJ in the morning with a needle? Nah, dude. They just worked out every single hour of every single day when they were not on mission. And I was like, yeah, see, I can't do that, bro. I get off mission. I gotta play some video games. I gotta touch my pee-pee. I gotta take a shower. I gotta wind down. And most importantly, after a mission, I have to fight the urge to kill myself. Right? So nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not every 5 minutes. That's crazy. I get so bored at the gym too. That's another thing. Boredom. Man, it's so boring to me. I don't know, like, and especially if I'm gonna run. I don't run. I hate running. But if I'm going to, I'm running outside. My ankles and my shins are not that fucked yet where I can still do high impact shit and run. I can't run on a treadmill. It's too boring. And especially if you go to a gym, you hop on a treadmill, you got like 17 TVs all playing the same fucking thing. CNN. I'm good. I'm fine. Can't do push-ups. Yeah, you need to do push-ups, girl. For real. What you need to do is you need to hit the bench, and then you need to hit the curls, and then you need to hit some triceps, and the push-ups will come naturally after that. But then again, I'm not gonna hold out too much hope for you to be able to do push-ups, Tracy, or any other female for that matter. Y'all's power is not in y'all's arms for women. Y'all's power is in y'all's core. That's why y'all can do 1 trillion sit-ups while my ass gets gassed on sit-ups after like, I don't know, 60. I could probably do 100, but I'm not gonna feel good afterwards. So like, dude, for example, my ex-wife, dude, she could squat a truck. For real. She couldn't do 1 pull-up though. Not one. Not 1 single pull-up. If she kicked you, dog, you might die. That's how strong her legs were. Arms? Everything from the chest up? Useless. Really useless. She could leg press a cow. Dog, it's insane. But with the push-ups or the pull-ups, it was just like, girl, are you okay? You need some water? Like, what's the problem? She's like, I just can't do it. I'm not that strong. I was like, what about your legs, though? She's like, I don't know what to tell you about that. I don't know, man. So, but yeah, when I was in the military, the females always kicked my ass in the sit-ups, but I always kicked their ass in the push-ups, and I pretty much blew everybody out of the water in the run. All right, let me see what we're. No, I didn't close my Discord, did I? Oh no, I'm on a different thing. Superman vs. Darkseid with straight hands. Is this the one where Darkseid fucks up Supergirl? Like fucks her up. And then Superman goes to check on Supergirl and Darkseid grabs Superman by his cape and says, "You ain't going nowhere, bitch." And then Superman turns around and proceeds to lay down the hardest ass whooping on Darkseid 1v1 solo that I've ever seen. Is it that one? I'd be down to watch that again, I suppose. And if it's a different one, by all means, hell yeah. Superman was not playing that day. I mean, I was a catcher in high school, man. So I spent a bulk of like the first 18 years of my life squatting or like on my knees or whatever. So I fancy myself. I always fancied myself pretty strong in my legs. Until I came across all the softball players, and I was just like, "Good God, that girl has oak trees for fucking legs. That's nuts." Got kind of humbled very fast, for the most part. These girls were like leg pressing 400 pounds, dog. And some of them were like my size. They just had thunder thighs. It was ridiculous. There's an animation of Hulk versus Superman. I think I've seen it. Part 1 and Part 2. They damn near almost destroy the planet. And then Superman decides, like, yeah, I can't kill this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take his punishment until he calms down. And that's exactly what he did. He just sat there and let the Hulk hit him over and over and over again until he turned back into Bruce Banner. If that's the animation you're talking about, I've also seen it. It's fire. I love it. So good. Oh, see, but I feel like there's a difference between what you were doing with football and what I was doing with baseball. Is because I would do leg presses, I would do squats and all that stuff, but I just don't feel like I needed the same degree of leg strength that you needed as whatever position you played. Middle lineman, offensive lineman, maybe running back. If you're fucking squatting that much, I doubt you were quarterback. But you know what I mean? I feel like it was a different muscle group that I was using and a different... I couldn't be that bulky as a baseball player anyways. I couldn't look like you and play that sport. I can't be that... I mean, obviously when you get to the professional level, some of these fuckers are big, but for the most part, man, you ain't gonna be the size of Ray Lewis out there fucking playing center field. You know what I mean? So, and especially for catchers, I've never seen a really, really big ass catcher. I've seen tall ones, but I haven't seen big ones, right? Like super muscular, like none of that stuff. Yeah. I don't be doing that shit at all either now, dude. If I pick up and throw a baseball, I think I might have to go to the hospital. For real. Yeah, this is the one. I like watching videos. Hold on. There's this one video. Not this one. There's one clip that I really, really like. That's one of my favorites. It's where Darkseid, I think it's Darkseid, or it's somebody else. I can't remember the villain, but the villain basically neutralizes the Justice League. I'm talking about he dropped Superman, he dropped Bats, he dropped Wonder Woman, he dropped Aquaman, Cyborg was MIA at the moment, and then the Flash shows up. And the Flash goes into hypersonic speed and is hitting this motherfucker so fast that he can't even see it. He's hitting him so fast that he's ripping off chunks of his armor. Maybe it was Steppenwolf. I think it was Darkseid, though. And that shit was so fire. Seeing Flash just go full God mode and just destroy this dude. because Flash is always getting nerfed because the writers suck. And in this one, you actually got to see Barry Allen's full, like, that shit was so good. Defensive right tackle, so you needed the strongest legs imaginable. Let me tell you a little story. 6th grade. I was already good at baseball. I was really good at baseball. I decided that baseball wasn't enough and that baseball alone wasn't going to get me all the bitches. So I decided that I wanted to be a dual sport athlete. I was like, you know what? I don't have the height for basketball. Those motherfuckers are really good, but I feel like I could hang on the football field, right? So I try out, pass the first week, make it to pads, right? Pad week. After the first week, it was nothing but conditioning and shit like that. And then we make it to pad week. And I thought I was prepared for this, bro. I really did. I thought I was prepared to hang with these kids. I thought I was prepared to play this sport. I thought I knew how to play football at the time. I didn't. I was not prepared. I was undersized. I wasn't as fast as them. I wasn't as agile as them. Everything felt like it was moving 1,000 miles an hour. All I saw was just helmets. Man, just phew, 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 just different directions. It felt like a riot. And I was just like the only one that was confused without a Molotov cocktail. That's what it felt like. And I was like, oh God. And yeah, I spent the rest of pad week hoping that I got cut. Pretty much. I was like, I hope they cut me. I hope they cut me. I hope they cut me. I don't want to do this anymore, actually. I could have just walked off the field at any moment, but I played it out. I did it. I got cut, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm going back to baseball. Sweet Jesus. Never doing that again. So, yeah. It was in 6th grade, man. What do you expect? You try stuff when you're younger. And yeah, I was not built for it. Which, I'm sure had I tried harder, but I was already playing another sport that I actually was good at, and it didn't take much effort for me to be good at it. It was going to take an insane amount of effort for me to be good at football. It would have taken more effort than what the skill that these kids already possessed. And I felt like it was an uphill battle, and I was already good at another sport, so I was like, fuck this. I quit. I'm not doing that. Thank you for pad week. Thank you, coach, but appreciate it. I'm good. I don't want to come back next year. I don't want to do this. And then in high school, that was completely out of the question. I was like, I'll try out for kicker. That's about it. I'm not doing that. I'm not about to get tackled by that 6'3" ass motherfucker right there that weighs 250 pounds. You see me? And as a freshman, I was still small. I didn't hit my growth spurt till I was a junior year in high school. Freshman, sophomore, and the beginning of junior year, dog, I was like 5'7", 5'8", very skinny. I looked like the baseball bat that the players were using to play. And then I finally grew. And by the time I finally grew, there was no way I was stepping foot on that football field because the kids were infinitely bigger than I was, even at that point. The high school that I went to, man, there was players that ended up going to UGA, Georgia Tech, University of Alabama. One of them got drafted. Like, there was no way I was surviving. It was just... And I came from a very football, baseball, sports-centric town. If you could play sports, you really didn't even need to know how to read, for the most part. That's where I grew up. And so, yeah. Did football in middle school? Hell yeah. I did football up until I joined the service. Or not football. I did baseball up until I joined the service, and I never did it again. Lies. When I was deployed, I had a battle buddy that really liked baseball, and he had his dad mail him 2 gloves and a bucket of baseballs because he wanted to play catch with me because he found out I played baseball. And he said, "What positions did you play?" I said, "Catcher and pitcher." And he's like, "Oh, dude, dope." He's like, "Do you want to pitch?" I was like, "No, not really." He's like, "Come on, man, let's just throw a little bit. Let me see what you got." Because he was significantly older than me. He was like in his late 30s while I was like 20, right? He's like, "Let me see what you got." I was like, "Okay, fine, let's go out there." I went out there, and I still had it at this time, and I fired 93 miles an hour. At that time, I could still throw 93, 94 miles an hour, and I just unleashed it. He caught it once, and he's like, I'm done, bro. Why did you not go pro? I was like, just didn't happen. Didn't work. I wasn't all that great. Plenty of people can throw that fast. And he's like, nah, dog, that's insane. We're not doing that anymore. I threw one ball and he quit. He didn't want to do it. That was just, he's like, we can just do long toss. Long toss is where like you get a really long distance away and you just launch it. After that point, he refused to be 60 feet 6 inches from me with a baseball. And I thought it was hilarious. And I thought it was so funny because it just like confirmed what my dad was always doing to me. Because like growing up, my dad used to catch for me. And at one point, he stopped. He quit. And he's like, nah, go get your coaches or your catcher to do that for you. I was like, come on, Dad, you never do this with me anymore. And he wouldn't give me a reason. But when I threw to my buddy and I saw his reaction, it clicked. I threw too hard for him, and he got tired of it. It started to hurt his hand. He just didn't want to admit that he was in pain, at least not to me anyway. But it all clicked after that point. I was like, oh, you just didn't want to. I get it now. Good. Oh.
Meet Canceline. She's a critic.
We're going to do that. First base and outfield. Yeah, I got thrown in the outfield sometimes. Whenever the backup catcher would get in there.
9,000.
But for the most part, if I didn't play, I just sat on the bench because I couldn't play another position.
Photos.
And I was just catcher or pitcher for the most part. And I caught more than I pitched because, again, a lot of people can throw 94 miles an hour. And I wasn't the only one on the team that could throw that fast. But I was the only one on the team that was that good at the position of catcher, which is why I couldn't pitch as much as I wanted to. Had they let me pitch more, I probably would have gone to college for it, but catching got exhausting. It really did. I'm telling you, dog, the first 18 years of my life was spent on my fucking knees, and it sucked. I think I took more damage on my knees from baseball than I ever did from the service. That's saying something.
Are Aang, but I had to cook up my first ever DC video on the channel, and I ended up going with Superman versus Darkseid. But for real, this man Darkseid was going on a rampage throughout the entire movie, because every time Darkseid was on the screen, something was bound to go down. And before we dive into this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button, because I'm so close to 30k subs, and if you guys can reach that goal, I will cover more DC animated in the future. So after
another reason that I couldn't have played the outfield even if I was good at it was it's boring. Right? Coming from someone that played baseball their whole fucking life, that shit's boring. I didn't want to be out there. Well, you just stand out there. I hope he hits it to me. He didn't hit it to me. All right. Next batter. I hope he hits it to me so I can do something. He didn't hit it to me. All right. But then again, with that type of logic, basically every position is boring except for pitcher and catcher. But still, you have a better chance of getting the ball hit to you in the infield, I feel, than the outfield, depending on the pitcher. If you got like an off-speed pitcher, you'll probably have a lot of ground outs. You have high-speed pitcher with good movement, breaking shit. You'll probably have a lot of pop-ups. Just really depends, but I don't know. Shit was mad boring for me.
Into this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button, because I'm so close to 30k subs, and if you guys can reach that goal, I will cover more DC animated in the future. So after Superman and Batman got done saving Supergirl from Apocalypse, we then transition to the next scene where we see Superman and Supergirl heading over to Smallville, and Supergirl is getting ready to live a new life without dealing.
I saw this movie.
Superman and Supergirl heading over to Smallville.
Why are the two fucking Kryptonians driving? I didn't really dawn on me the first time I saw this film.
And Supergirl is getting ready to live a new life without dealing with any more villains. Basically a fresh start for her to help her adapt to living on planet Earth. Like Supergirl is pretty much a Discord mod. She's never touched grass. Alright, so they hop out of the car and Supergirl takes a glance at the farm that Superman used to live on. And bro, take a look at this beautiful scenery. When I was first watching this, I really thought we were about to get a calm little ending to the movie. The two lived happily ever after. But nope. If you're born as a superhero, you are bound to get caught lacking at any moment possible. You could be taking a shower and still not be safe. Like even the chickens were skedaddling off of the farm because they knew something bad was about to happen. And instead of taking that as a red flag and saying, let's get the heck out of here, they continue to walk towards the house. And as we all know, this is where things take a sharp U-turn. It's about to go down. So Superman walks up the steps and tries opening the door, only for him to get one pumped and sent flying straight into the tractor. Like bro, this man Darkseid is an S-tier hater. He was really
been a minute since I've seen this movie though.
spawn camping behind that door for the
completely forgot that he was waiting for his ass inside of his own fucking home
entire day, waiting for Superman to appear.
Yeah.
How did Darkseid even get the location in the first place? This is sick work.
And how did your big ass get through that front door, Darkseid? How? No, he can teleport. Never mind. But still.
Superman really has a rat in his camp like Drake. We need Batman to find who gave Darkseid the address. Darkseid then breaks the entire door, and you can only imagine what kind of damage someone is about to cause with that type of anger on their face. Cause Darkseid hits Supergirl with the Chris Brown special, making her crash right into a car. Like, is getting cooked on your own property not crazy? If that was me in that situation, I would have taught Darkseid a little lesson.
Stop the cap.
I didn't come for the girl. I came to exterminate you, Superman, and take you out of existence.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
And then Darkseid lasers the crap out of Superman, but then this dumb little girl attempts to save Superman.
And it just goes to show you how not that smart Darkseid is and how big his ego is. Because this motherfucker has a lot of knowledge. He's not dumb. He's not an idiot. But he still hasn't come across kryptonite. He still hasn't decided to employ it one time. I feel like he knows about kryptonite, but doesn't want to fucking use it because his ego's so goddamn big, he thinks he can actually beat Superman.
Just to get beamed against the ground and onto the cornfields. But hey, Supergirl is much better than me, because if I saw Superman on the floor slept, I would have just called up the Avengers right away. I mean, the Incredible Hulk got me covered if I needed him, right? Never mind. But then we see Supergirl laid out on the dirt doing her very best Gohan impression. Like, someone grab her reboot card, please. And Superman, watching her own cousin getting absolutely demolished, finally comes to his senses and tries spinning the block, just for Darkseid to grab Superman by his neck. Like, nah, is this y'all goal right here? I'm just saying, Batman would never get disrespected this badly. At least Darkseid had respect for Batman and actually spared him, unlike Superman over here.
That's because Batman is literally willing to kill millions just to win. Superman won't.
Then Superman tries.
Darkseid actually respects Batman a whole lot more than he respects this fucker, I'll tell you that.
Lasering Darkseid, but this man instantly grabs his entire face with one hand. Like, this is not even a fair matchup at all, because being able to palm your opponent's head is absolutely vile. This man Darkseid is in the wrong universe, because who in their right mind decided to place him in the D?
What if I could?
Terminator, your ass better still be here, because I ain't rewinding.
DC world. That's like placing a baby inside of Jurassic World. It makes no sense. And Darkseid completely fries Superman's eyes, giving bro that Toph treatment. He can't see anything except black. I feel for him. But then Darkseid pounds Superman high into the air, making him do a couple flips. And at this point, we could hear the Mortal Kombat playing in the background.
Finish him.
So Darkseid laser beams that fraud Superman into outer space, and he's gonna be talking with those space aliens real soon. But bro, look at Darkseid's face. This man has never been more happy in his entire life. And have you guys peeped how Darkseid always keeps a straight face?
It's really rare when you see him smile, yeah.
Until Superman comes into the equation. Like, if hating was a profession, Darkseid would be a trillionaire. I inspire to be like him, bro. But now that Darkseid is distracted, he gets interrupted by Supergirl, who lands a mean double kick, sending Darkseid crashing.
I really wouldn't I don't consider Darkseid a hater. That dude is just evil incarnate. That's it. That's just... Reverse Flash is a fucking hater. dog. That is the definition of a hater. This dude is just your regular run-of-the-mill intergalactic supervillain that just wants to see everything burn, not just Superman in particular. So, yeah. Semantics, but still.
Into the house, but then this man just shakes it off like it's nothing. But hey, hold on. I do have to give props to Supergirl because she was standing on business even though Superman wasn't by her side, but still stood up to the challenge of fighting Darkseid. And Darkseid is actually a D1 capper because didn't he just say he was only after Superman, but now he's suddenly talking about turning Supergirl into ashes? Like, why you say screw me for? This man Darkseid will really fight you even if you're 1% Kryptonian. You could be born in the same hospital as Superman and still catch these hands from Darkseid. So Supergirl easily evades the laser beam and clocks Darkseid right in the chin, giving him that Bruce treatment, and it results in a clean recovery from Darkseid. But then Darkseid counters by lasering Supergirl off of the roof and straight onto the ground, making her tumble like a bowling ball. And bro, what happens next is actually mind-boggling. This should be against the rule books, bro. There should be no reason for you to hit a 16-year-old girl with a double foot stomp like you're Robin from Teen Titans. And keep in mind, Darkseid is like 2,000 pounds. That's like queso landing on top of you. So Supergirl's face should be identical to Squidward's right now. But somehow, Supergirl gets right back up and starts beaming down Darkseid. And to nobody's surprise, Darkseid tanks Supergirl's attack, smacks her to the ground, and then boots her into the air like he's Lionel Messi.
This is what I wanted to see in the movie, but instead we had to endure Steppenwolf's retarded ass. I was not a fan, bro. Not a fan at all whatsoever. The Snyder Cut was better. It made some things make more sense, but man, just Steppenwolf looked like he came straight out of the Transformers franchise, and
And Darkseid was really trying to boost his KD ratio because after all that, he beams the life out of Supergirl.
I did watch a 38-minute video the other day on my own time about the origins of Darkseid that I thought was really, really cool and really, really interesting. And it showed how he got his powers and what he decided to do with his powers, and just cool shit.
Girl and sent her a few acres across the farm. And at this point, Supergirl and the ground are best friends right now because that's all I've seen her touch. She's out here looking like Jaden Smith from Karate Kid. I mean, look at her. She's struggling. Like, this cannot be Superman's cousin. This is literally a random white chick from Starbucks. Can I get a triple cream express latte head at? And before we continue with the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It does help the channel out a lot and it's free.
Don't Kryptonians get their power from the sun. But the closer they are to the sun, the stronger they are, right? Get the fuck out of Smallville. Fly to the sun and fight Darkseid there. You're infinitely more powerful right next to the damn thing, right? That's just me.
As well, but let me stop yapping though. And here's where
That'd be the first place I would have gone, fighting someone like fucking Darkseid.
Girl starts locking in because she flies into the air and then weaves a couple of Darkseid's lasers with ease. By using her 200 IQ, Supergirl slides behind him and gives Darkseid a taste of his own medicine, making him get tickled by his own lasers, causing a rod wave-sized impact. Like, oh,
that was actually fun.
Hey, Supergirl, I see you. I was not familiar with your game. I owe you an apology right now. You are very gorgeous to me.
I'ma eat it.
And Supergirl had to remind Darkseid that she got that.
Supergirl's not no bitch, bro. It's just Darkseid is one strong bastard, man. So you can't really talk shit about Supergirl here, but yeah.
Dog in her because she speed blitzes Darkseid.
Because I don't know if anybody's noticed, but Superman is still not back. That dude got lasered into another galaxy.
Darkseid gives him a 4-piece combo, no Wendy's, and then kicks him in the jaw. Like, dang, I know she's Superman's cousin, but look at how high she had Darkseid floating up in the air like he's inside of Minecraft creative mode. That Kryptonian training is something different. That's a 16-year-old doing all of this, bro. Then Supergirl
I forget, that's how young she was, right? That's how young she was in this movie? 16?
follows up with a couple of strong haymakers.
It makes sense. It makes sense that Kara is so young, no matter what, because Kara was sent after Clark. Kara didn't age the same way Clark did. I remember. So naturally, she's way younger than Clark is, yeah.
just going to town on Darkseid's face, and then she lands a reverse kick, dodges the beam, and then uses Darkseid as a surfing board and smashes him back to ground level.
Dude, I might rewatch this movie. For what's the name of it? All the way through?
And can someone tell me what Superman is doing right now? Bro literally aborted the mission and let Supergirl do all the work for him.
Superman's ready. It's just that the writers are not ready yet for Superman to come back in. He's good.
Gonna say it again. Superman is a fraud, because how is a teenager outperforming you? There's no excuse for this.
So
that's because Superman and Kara are different. That's why she's outperforming him at the moment, because from what I've seen, bro, Superman, and from what I know about the character, is he will always try to find a way to not use his full abilities. He reminds me of the Flash in that regard. He will always try to find a way to use the least amount of force possible, and if he can talk you down, he'll talk you down too. Won't even have to hit you if he don't have to. He has more humanity. He has more patience than Kara. She's 16 and angry, so she's going hard, man. She's going hella hard. Oh shit.
You stink. But Supergirl still has more left in the tank, because she lands a kick and then pushes Darkseid, making him bounce off of the ground like a basketball. And she's not finished, because she proceeds to stomp on Darkseid with all of her force, hits him with a 3-piece combo, kicks him in the face, and then shoves Darkseid into the barn, making him lay on his gigantic back. And even though Supergirl has hands like she can box, it seems like Darkseid was just playing around with her the entire time.
I gotta show y'all a video after this. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm just gonna show y'all the channel if y'all are into superhero shit. I'm gonna show y'all a specific channel that I've been watching lately after this.
Because he gets on his feet, Hulk smashes her and then hits her with a mink mink, and it looks like Supergirl was just desperate for an African belt beating, because she rushes in and gets completely mollywopped by Darkseid and then punts her through the wall and then starts walking down Supergirl with his hands behind his back. And to make matters even worse, this man Darkseid inflicts Supergirl with that classic villain speech that no one wants to hear, talking about,
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose.
Darkseid then cooks the crap out of Supergirl with his laser beam, and right as Supergirl was about to get sent to oblivion, the cameraman pans over to Superman, who feels Supergirl's life force slowly disintegrating. So he glides his way over to Earth, but it looks like Darkseid's job is already finished, is what I first thought, because Superman spawns in out of nowhere and stops Darkseid from escaping. Superman then goes to check up on his cousin, only for him to get interceded by the iconic cape grab by Darkseid himself.
You fucked up so bad.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
But one rule that should never be broken is to tug on the hero's cape, because this action alone was enough to awaken the beast inside of Superman. Like, Darkseid really could have just took his W and left right.
Look at what happened whenever someone pulled on Batman's cape. Not good things, ladies and gentlemen. Not good things.
Right then and there, scot-free. But now that Darkseid has screwed around, he's really about to find out. And Superman is like, get your nasty hands off of my cape, and punches Darkseid.
And here's another thing, is like, you came here to kill Clark. He's still alive. And now you're about to fuck off? After killing the one person you weren't even here to kill, and the one person that you showed up to kill is still alive, and you're about to fuck off now like you did something, Darkseid, for real? You did nothing. Nothing at all.
In the face and starts flying towards him at full speed. And dog, look at Superman's facial expressions. He was not playing around after Darkseid laid his hands on the drip, because he smashes him through the building and then follows up with a nasty right jab. But Superman said this is personal, because he pushes him, lands a few one-ups on Darkseid, and this is where things get real serious, because Superman earthbends the rock that Darkseid is standing on and then squashes him like an ant. But Darkseid claps right back by lasering Superman and then immediately starts posing for his next IG post. Like, bro, you're not Sakuna. We're not gonna put you in an edit, lil bro. So Superman starts crashing out because he starts rapidly punching Darkseid, just rearranging his face in every single angle. And he was hitting Darkseid so fast that he caused a whole tornado and then put him into an infinite combo that he couldn't even get out of. That man Darkseid was really fighting for his life out there. He was definitely not built for this. He was better off staying on Apocalypse, because there's no way Darkseid actually thought that he could get away with kidnapping Superman's cousin and then grabbing his cape in the same movie. Who does he think he is? So Darkseid eventually gets a hold of Superman's neck and starts blasting his face point blank, and that
this is the type of Superman that I want to see in the movies, man. The one that just, like, for good reason too. Not because he's evil, not on no injustice type shit. Just that type of Superman. The one that is using all of his power to fight this one enemy. We've yet to see that. We saw a glimpse of it, bro. A brief glimpse when he... General Zod, right? For a brief moment, we saw Superman do something akin to this in the movies, but Henry Cavill's Superman basically just destroyed the whole city trying to fight Zod. It wasn't nothing, and it was a pretty even fight the entire time. Even when Superman got a leg up on him, it was still a pretty even fight because General Zod is not one to fuck with. But again, in the movies, I don't think we've ever seen Superman go apeshit like this, bro. It's just like, please, let us see it one time, please.
Brain gets wiped away real fast after he sees the portal right behind him. But Superman takes full advantage and kicks Darkseid away and then hits him with a classic Karen special. Don't come back to my country, and if you come here again, I'll send you back to where you came from.
Did he say, don't come back to my country? That sounds like some Homelander shit. I thought he said, don't come back to my planet. I don't know.
And basically, the movie ends with Superman saving the world by sending Darkseid into space and packing him up for the time being. But hey, if you...
For the time being, dog, it's Darkseid. He'll be back. He's always going to come back. And Darkseid is one of those villains that I don't mind if he always comes back. I don't mind if he always shows up. It's kind of annoying for other characters, but for like when they bring back a character that's been dead, like Doctor Doom or Captain America or stuff like that, with Darkseid, he's an immovable object. You don't kill him, you don't beat him, you buy yourself time, really, with Darkseid. So if Darkseid kept reappearing, it wouldn't bother me. If Darkseid kept making appearances, it wouldn't bother me because that's the character. It can't be killed. You just have to deal with it. It's almost like oh, that reminds me of what I was gonna show y'all. It's almost like Jeepers Creepers, bro. You don't kill this thing. You wait it out until he goes to sleep for another 75 years or whatever it is. I gotta show y'all this channel. Because I really, really like it. It's fun as fuck. Batman contingency plan against the Creeper. Jeepers Creepers. How Batman would defeat the Creeper. So good. And then, let's see. The channel is called The Nexus, by the way. And let me just, because there's a couple in here that are so good, dude. Lobo versus SCP-096. Spider-Man versus Jason Voorhees. How Batman would neutralize Jason, how Batman would neutralize Freddy, how Batman would neutralize Pennywise. Let's see, what's another one? Yeah, Freddy Krueger. And as you can see, I've watched quite a few of these. I watched this shit on my own time. Anyways, good channel that I think you guys might like. That if y'all are into this type of stuff, there's some good stuff here. Yeah, the Batman versus Jason, dude, it's so good. It's so good. And he's getting better at these, man. Deathstroke versus 100 soldiers? Shit. That's a 100 to 0 KD for Deathstroke. That's not even fair. Deathstroke versus 100 soldiers, and they're not super soldiers? You might as well put them up against children. Same fucking thing. That's not even fair to the soldiers. Oh, Lord. Anyways, The Nexus. That's what it's called. If you guys ever want to check it. Yeah, Pennywise, the clown. Okay, we finished that. Now let's go up to the stuff right here. All right, we got to try not to laugh. Christian, you're going to have to pick a video that's shorter than that, man. Only patrons can request videos longer than that, dog. I'm sorry. Can't do it, Captain. Run this try not to laugh. Kevin's here. Before we run this try not to laugh, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, another thing that I watch on my own time. I watch a lot of this. Kit Boga. He fucks with scammers. I can watch that shit all day. Where the fuck is Adik the one? Oh my god, I'm just gonna find his channel. Fine. Yeah, I know we're about to do it. We're about to do it after I go use the bathroom. I just gotta find it. Why is it not popping up? What the fuck is it? From 12 days ago, right? Yes. What is that? I don't know that. Okay. Oh, this is a short try not to laugh. 6 minutes? Oh no, this is reaction.
So AI is transforming
No,
customers.
no. Where is it? This is just reactions to try not to laughs. Where is? I don't think it's here. I think we have a problem, guys. Look, this is 12 days ago, but this isn't a try not to laugh. This is just a reaction. This is just reactions to his try not to laugh that he uploaded. And then the last video is from 11 months ago. Did he delete his videos again? Because in the past, Adik did he either privated or he unlisted a majority of his videos and then he brought them back, right? And I think he may have done that again. I don't see anything. Look, 12 days ago, 11 months ago, a year ago. There's no try not to laughs here. Nowhere in between. What's happening? Maybe he posted about it. Yep. There it is. That's what it is. In less than a month, I kind of figured. I've received 2 copyright strikes on my videos from Collab DRM. One of them happened just now. Surprising that they're doing that instead of just copyright claiming my videos, which is exactly why I don't do music on YouTube, because I don't mind if you copyright claim my video, take the money, I don't care. It's the strikes and the blocks that shit fucks up your channel. And so it's just mad annoying, dude. Mad annoying. I am now 1 strike away from getting my channel deleted forever. It makes sense why you either unlisted, privated, or flat out deleted everything, because that's one less thing they can pick out. I feel like that's what happened to me. When I had 2 strikes on my old channel, I didn't delete anything. I thought that if I could just wait out these strikes, they would go away and I'd be fine. Wrong. I should have deleted everything. Had I deleted all my videos, I probably would still have that channel. Really. But I didn't, and something got picked out. Something got picked out that I was unaware of, and then boom, channel is gone. And that's why I've deleted all existing challenges on my channel. And I'm going on a break from making them. Don't know for how long. The timing will actually benefit me because I've been busy taking care of my newborn son. Congratulations. I will let you all know when I decide to come back. Until then, Adik out. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. That was from 6 days ago, by the way. So yeah. We can still find a try not to laugh to watch if y'all still want to do some try not to laughs. However, unfortunately, it's not going to be from Mr. Adik here. Fucking irritating. Not him, just the whole copyright system. And you know what? You know what's crazy is that he probably got a strike for nothing less than 5 seconds worth of content. I've gotten an entire live stream claimed, copyrighted, for 3 seconds worth of sound, bruh. 3 seconds worth of sound, and I've had an entire 4-hour stream claimed. All that revenue gone to somebody else for 3 seconds. 3 motherfucking seconds, dog. It's like, it's so irritating. That's why I prefer to do all the music on Twitch. Because on Twitch, you know what Twitch does? There is no copyright strike. There is none of that shit. Well, there are copyright strikes, but what Twitch does is if you have something on your stream that is copyright protected and it gets claimed, they don't remove it, they don't block it, they don't strike you. They simply just mute it. That's it. I don't know why Twitch has that, but YouTube does not. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, all right. Let me put some music here for y'all. Some copyright free music, obviously, that y'all can. You know what? This is usually chill. Most part. It's gonna be loud. Sorry. I gotta use the bathroom and I gotta smoke. Oh, we're just. Nope, that'll definitely get claimed. It might play ads while I'm gone because this is like a 3-hour playlist. You know what? Nah, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Let's see. While I'm gone, can y'all find another Try Not to Laugh for us to do? Please and thanks. Fuck it.
I like to get paid, that's why I work every day. I'll be making money till I'm in my grave. Don't care what they say, I'll buy time with my money. Laughing to the bank cause it's funny. The money keep coming, I manifest it. Sing these lyrics and you'll get it. I'm the bank, come invest it. I get tracked and I have it. Money finds me attractive. I'm the type to make commas, turn a profit. I'm the boss, Willy Wonka, but it ain't chocolate. Yeah, I'm just being honest, I work for this shit. I'm usually modest, but this beat lit, so I'm going off thoughtless, talking my shit. Yeah, I'ma be the hottest designer in drip. I'm just coming with the rawness. I gotta admit that I'm usually modest, but I work hard for my shit. I'll do the work, yeah, I'll do it till it hurts. I'll invest in my future, I'll invest in the purse. I wanna be so rich, life changes, and I don't ever think about how much I just pay it. Yeah, it's the dream, the American dream. Live on top, don't stop till you got everything. But there's balance, cause this life is a challenge. You gotta live in the now while building. I'm the type to make commas, turn a profit. I'm the boss, Willy Wonka, but it ain't chocolate. Yeah, I'm just being honest, I work for this shit. I'm usually modest, but this beat lit, so I'm going off thoughtless, talking my shit. Yeah, I'ma be the hottest designer in drip. I'm just coming with the rawness. I gotta admit that I'm usually modest, but I work hard for my shit. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So keep working till it's hurting, cause that's when you start deserving everything you want, everything you need. Trust the process, yeah, you got this. Keep on working till you bleed. Yeah, I've been there, yeah, I've done that. 10 long years of breaking my back, but now I'm up here, never looking back. I got more dreams that I wanna go attack. Keep on going, keep on moving, never give up. I'll keep going, I can prove just what I'm made of. I got that fire in me, got that desire in me. I'm never tired, I'll be pushing till I'm finally free. I was made to break away from the pack, to challenge, to fight, and to carve my own path. This world wasn't made for the weak, they don't last. Survival of the fittest, so be vicious and attack. I'm the type to make commas, turn a profit. I'm the boss, Willy Wonka, but it ain't chocolate. Yeah, I'm just being honest, I work for this shit. I'm usually modest, but this beat lit, so I'm going off thoughtless, talking my shit. Yeah, I'ma be the hottest designer in drip. I'm just coming with the rawness. I gotta admit that I'm usually modest, but I work hard for my shit.
Thank God there was no ads. Good. Alright, so what do y'all want to do first? Y'all want to do The try not to laugh? Or do y'all want to do angry cops? I think we should do angry cops first, to be honest. I want to watch this video. Yeah, I'm back too. Yo, Lost Souls, that's why if I ever, because I play Fortnite with a buddy. I play a lot of Fortnite with my buddy. And one thing I noticed about Fortnite is that if I were to ever want to stream Fortnite, I would have to disable all the music in the game. Because dude, in Fortnite, you got Juice WRLD, you got AC/DC, you got Eminem, you got fucking whoever this bitch is. I just know her name, Sabrina Carpenter. I think that might be a singer. Like, you just got a lot of music in there. So if I ever wanted to stream that, I would literally have to go into the settings and turn all that shit off. Or just disable it while in game. All right, we got what are we watching by Rich? Maduro, no, I already made my jokes about that. Minnesota, no, I already made my jokes about that. I want to watch this though. US may allow citizens to hunt cartel ships legally. Who wants to go in on a boat? Who wants to go in on a boat, a tripod, and an M2? Anybody? I'm just kidding. Fuck that. I'm not going on the high seas. I don't belong out in water. Just because I'm Hispanic, that doesn't mean anything. I'm not doing that. Because if you fuck around and get fucked up, then guess what? I feel like the government won't help you. I feel like this is a do it at your own peril kind of thing. And if you get fucked up, well, you just got fucked up. So, I don't know. I don't think so. Meme review? Where's the meme review? Oh, right. Is it this? Ah, yes. Military memes. And the unsub Wellmont Theater incident. Well, I'm going to be learning about that, I guess. I don't know what the Wellmont Theater is. What's a theater? I just
Free MLK.
That's funny. Okay. Privateering? I suppose, man. Yo, Katai, maybe we'll get some good footage from it. Like, I can just imagine some fucking old, middle-aged, John Daly-looking white dude from South Carolina hopping on his yacht, putting 50 cals on it, and fucking up cartel ships with a couple of his buddies from the country club. That's what I'm looking for, really. That's what I want to see. And if y'all come across said content that I'm speaking of, send it. Playing Rage Shadow Legends because of Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I heard that they just had a collaboration, which is, I feel like Raid is known for that, right? Their collaborations, because they did one for Ninja Turtles. I don't play. I played that game once, and I never stuck with it. But I do like those types of strategy games, just not ones that cost as much as Raid. So yeah, I did see that. Did you guys see where Anthem? Did you guys see where they pulled the plug on Anthem? Y'all see that? Hey, that's what happens. That is what happens. I played Anthem day one when it came out. I saw the trailer, saw that it was a looter shooter, saw the visuals, saw that you could fly like Iron Man. That's all I needed to see. I was like, I'm in. I'm fucking in. And then I got in. And then, well, the beta was essentially the game. Unfortunately. It was bare bones as fuck. It was fun for 30 minutes, dog, literally, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. It was fun for 30 minutes, and then after that, I was just like, this is what took so long? This is what took so long? That's crazy, dog. But and I've been reading on the internet, and I see a lot of people that are feeling bad about this. They're sad, right? And I'm just like, no. Put away those fucking tears. Let me remind you that these clowns sat on their asses for 8 years doing nothing. And then at E3, they say, oh, here it is. This is the game. It's called Anthem. And the audience was shocked. You want to know who else was shocked? The developers, because the developers didn't even know the name of the game. They didn't even know what they were making until it got presented at E3. They sat on their asses for 8 years, did nothing, and then put together garbage in less than 6 months. Because guess what? They were on a deadline. Really? You had 8 years. You started production for this fucking game whenever the first Destiny game came out, which was what? Remind me, 2013? Not a surprise that your game died, and I'm not sad that it died. The only thing I'm fucking sad about is that I'm not going to get my goddamn $60 back. Okay. All right. We're done pooping on Anthem. Dude, I want to get on Battlefield 6. I really do. I just don't have time. I just really don't. I finish all this stuff. I do my editing. And then by the time I'm doing everything that involves YouTube or Twitch, my buddy hits me up to play Fortnite. We play like 2 or 3 games. And then by the time I'm done with those games, dog, I'm tired. Really, I just like put something on the tablet and I just watch until I fall asleep. And it's just, I just don't have time. I really want to play it though. They're bringing back older maps, dude. Fuck yeah, they should. I was kind of irritated that they didn't do that with whatchamacallit, some of the prior Battlefields. Like, I hope they bring back Gold Mud Railway. I hope they bring back Operation Locker. I hope they bring back Metro. I hope they bring back Caspian Border. I hope they bring back basically, you know what? Fuck it. Bring back every map from Battlefield 4. It's too easy. That's it. I should be making decisions for DICE. Because I feel like you do that on top of the maps that already exist. Come on. Come on. I'm super happy for just Battlefield in general and for the community because, dude, let me tell you, Battlefield 2042, that shit pissed me off at a very deep level. It really did. That shit kept me up at night. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I was like, how could they? How could this have gone worse than 5? How could this have gone worse than 1? Which, to be fair, 1 wasn't that bad. I don't feel like 1 was bad at all. But 5, I really wasn't much of a fan of 5. But in my head, I was like, how could y'all go lower than 5? But hey, they recovered, which is something to behold in modern gaming, where a studio can recover like that. Because look at all the studios that put out shit. The following year, same shit. Call of Duty. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna get this started. I like talking about video games. Do I play any ranked in Fortnite? I played a little bit of ranked. And then, dude, let me tell you, I'm facing some sweaty bastards as it is in pubs, and I played ranked, and they're just as sweaty, but the difference between ranked sweaty and the pubs sweaty is that pub sweaty is fun. Rank sweaty is just these motherfuckers just sit. They don't run around. They don't drive their cars. They don't look for people to fight. They don't look to get involved with anything. They find a spot. They pitch a tent. They get their marshmallows and their fucking Hershey bars with their graham crackers, and they just do nothing, which forces me to just do nothing, because running around when everyone's on top of a roof or in a building peeking out of a fucking window like this is just detrimental to my success. So fuck all that, man. If I'm gonna lose anyways, I'd rather lose and have fun than lose and be miserable and bored. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna start.
Heyday! Oh, shit! To the fathers who sit at this table on Thanksgiving.
Oof.
Sucks to suck! Maybe stop committing crimes, bitch! Angry Meme Review! Welcome to another edition of Angry Meme Review. I'm your host, AC, and this is where I take your disturbing, hysterical, and often off-color memes and share them with the rest of the world. Now, how do I get those memes? Well, you put them on Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Farmers Only, Roblox, Craigslist, and online Sims forums. And then hashtag Angry Meme.
I don't have any, well, I don't have Instagram. I do have Facebook. I want to say that I don't have X, but I do. I just never open it. I don't have a Reddit account. Is it Farmers Only a dating website? I haven't used Craigslist since like the early 2000s. Yeah, I'm not 7, so I don't play Roblox.
And online Sims forums. And then hashtag Angry Meme Review in them. And just like every Angry Meme Review, I give you your homework. Bow! Doggo, freaking out as he's about to drop out of a helo. Doggo, helo, lots of O's.
Dog was not ready. He's like, wait. Let me tell you something. Please. I left my doggy treat in there. Come on, man. Let me just get it.
Freaking out as he's about to drop out of a helo. Doggo, helo, lots of O's. Lots of fun. And boy, you made a lot of
That's
them.
great.
So we're going to have some fun with that. But before we get into the memes first, a word from this video's sponsor, Aura.
Run it.
Are you tired of scammers getting your phone number and blowing up your inbox with a bunch of spam? I know I am. Well, you gotta blame the data brokers that are out there. They're the ones that are buying and selling your data from stupid.
It is a dating website? That's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Which, it's kind of a good thing that all of these like specific types of dating websites exist, instead of just having to rely on the open ocean of like Tinder. And I don't even know if Plenty of Fish still exists. I think the only people using fucking Plenty of Fish are like 70 years old. If that. But I guess it's good. Like, I've seen Farmers Only. I've seen, what was it, Christian Mingle. I've seen I think there was one even for Amish people, which didn't make fucking sense, because how would they fucking use it? I don't know. All right.
Just before we get into Cacao, your homework, little angry doggo. First, the randomness. Drill sergeant at 2 a.m., ready to kick open the door and smoke the dog out of everyone for no reason.
Mr. Incredible, we need your help.
And let me tell you something. It seems like it's for no reason, but it's not. When I was actually in it, it felt like it was for no reason. But hindsight, guess what, guys? Sometimes the enemy will wake you up in the middle of the fucking night for no reason. Maybe they have a reason, or maybe they just want to fuck with you. Maybe but whatever. That's what that simulates for the most part. Yelling, chaos. You just fucking woke up. You got to get your bearings. You got to get your military bearings situated. You got to, Showtime. Yeah.
what privates think they look like during their first FTX in BCT, that's basic training. What drill sergeants see. It's not even that. It's worse. It should be like a Weenie Hut Juniors thing. The amount of kids that I see, I rucked 4 or 6 miles, drill sergeant. Oh, my body's broken. It's fucking sad. We're not even at the sticks lanes yet. We haven't even dug our fighting positions, and you're bitching about being, I'm sweaty and tired. Shut up. Trump administration.
The only thing that I complained about, really, was... And the only time I complained about it out loud was to my battle buddies, like the 4 guys that I roomed with. But it was Fire Guard. I hated Fire Guard, man. I didn't hate the act of it. I hated the fact that I had to break my sleep up in half. I hated that. I could not stand it. Just the act of breaking up my sleep and just splitting it. And you don't, I didn't like it. It really didn't matter what it was. It just so happened to be Fire Guard. It could have been anything. You're waking me up 3 hours prior to when I need to be up. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Billy, it's about time you learn about tariffs and the importance of Billy, no! Army SOCOM, Naval SOCOM, Marine SOCOM, Dan Crenshaw and Sean Ryan fighting. Can I just say...
Can y'all tell me what that's about? Because I have no... I saw it on my feed, but I just couldn't bring myself to click on it. I was like, I don't know much about either of these 2 individuals, and they're fighting about something that I also don't know what they're fighting about. It just seems like I'm going to have to do a lot of learning there that I just don't want to do at the moment. But what is that? Why are they fighting?
This is the stupidest internet beef I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even like give...
Then never mind.
...about it. I don't give... I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, I'm mad at you because you said that I traded or insinuated that I did. Well, I don't like the way that you messaged me because it hurt my feelings. Well, we should just argue about it over the internet and then go on each other's podcasts and talk about it.
Wow, is that how that went? Thank God I didn't click on that. Yeah, disregard what I just said. Don't even tell me. I'm good, dude.
I just make out. Is anybody else just so tired to see?
Are we talking about Battlefield? I like playing, it depends on who I'm playing with, but for Battlefield 4, there was a specific gun, the CZ something. I think it was kind of broken. I think it was kind of overpowered, and I think that people who used it were probably bitches. I think it was on the engineer class. It was like AR / SMG / I don't know what category it fell into, but it was like the CZ something, super high rate of fire. It killed in seconds. And yeah, whatever class that weapon belonged to, that was the class that I played. But I'll play anything except for recon. I don't care. I can play engineer, I can play assault, I can play medic. I do not like playing recon. The only way I'll play recon is if I don't have any friends to play with and I'm that bored. But yeah, I don't fuck with it.
Vietnam, Green Berets were the shit. They wrote some books and everybody's just like, wow. GWAT, all the Green Berets, for the most part, Tim Kennedy, were like, all right, cool. We're just gonna, we'll write a book or two, but we'll kind of like fade in the back. We're the silent professionals. But the SEALs came in, boom, wham, like the Kool-Aid man, and just decided to make GWAT all about them. And can I tell you something else? I'm sick and tired of all these SOCOM charities. Charities are good. SOCOM charities, not a problem. What about the charities for the normal guy? Wait, it's like all the charities, like 60% of charities are for SOCOM guys, and like 40% are just for normal dudes that got blown the up doing their job in the line units. Let me tell you something. The 82nd Airborne, the 101, all right, 1st Marine Division, those guys it up. Yeah. And everybody's just jerking off SEALs here all the time. And they definitely don't need it.
He's not wrong. Like, it's all of us get it, bro. Y'all have done some of these like really, really high stress, high level, very important missions where it's just like we're using a very precise tool to accomplish our mission, and you're that precise tool. But people tend to forget that it's the 99% of other soldiers that aren't these special operators that also do equally as badass shit and can cause equal, if not more, destruction than some of these operators. Which, for a lot of these operators, destruction isn't the goal. Again, it's a very surgical thing that it's a very, very surgical it's a very surgical thing that they provide, right? But it's not like... And again, just go back to the comment that I read a couple of months ago that really stood out to me. I miss when the silent professionals were silent.
That's my soapbox. Sean Ryan and Danny just got me all irritated. Best photo bomb ever. Play the song of my people.
The A10.
A previous meme template, I'll allow it. An attendee having a medical emergency.
Oh, God. That's a... Yo, those were the school buses that we used to ride in basic training anytime that they would take us somewhere really far away that we just either couldn't, didn't have the time, or just didn't want to ruck to, and that was usually up to the drill sergeants. If it was really out of the way and the training was important, we wouldn't ruck there. We would take these buses. And how the fuck?
The Wellmont Theater. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I don't.
Well, the unsub, live shows. Well, the Wellmont Theater in Montclair, New Jersey, sucks balls. And
oh, there you go, Katai. You can talk shit about Jersey again. Here we go.
may or may not have kept.
This is the word. Hold on. This is the
Wellmont Theater in Montclair, New Jersey, sucks balls.
Wellmont Theater is the worst thing to happen to New Jersey since Chris Christie, since jug handles, since it being illegal to pump your gas. Oh, man.
And may or may not have kept the lights off and tried to kick people out while a medical emergency was going on and did not assist, the EMTs and that. Hear all about it on the next Kinda Consensual episode on Pepperbox, where you can also see this uncensored with all the memes. That's right, not all the memes get shown up on here, especially the spicy ones. It's time to break up generational trauma. Trust the government. Trust the government. Cyberbully politicians. Wow, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Video shows historic moment. Japanese warship Kaga sails into Pearl Harbor.
Who would have thought after all these years
right?
I'd return to the scene of my greatest military disgrace as a tourist?
Hey there, Air Force. How about some holiday cheer with your security forces, guys, huh? Merry Christmas. Do you know who my husband is?
Ugh.
You better let Mrs. Claus on that post. Angry Cops Crack House beer. Did you know that Jason Kelsey has like a beer and that is an actual poster of him, which looks...
Like you?
Well, just like me?
Yeah.
I might have to file a copyright infringement on this.
I don't know
Dad
what
hits
that
the
is.
Christmas tree, tree moves. My grandpa, who was in Vietnam. No one. The FBI every MLK Day.
That's going to be me when I'm old. That's probably what happened to that one cop with the Acorn incident. He was just ahead of his time.
Oh, shit. They might have caused it. Might have been them. To the fathers who sit at this table on Thanksgiving. Sucks to suck. Maybe stop committing crimes, bitch. Don't give up the ship. Sovereign citizens everywhere. I knew it. That's right. They're just traveling. Gosh dang road pirates are stopping them for no reason. Do you hear that? Well, that's my favorite meme of this Angry Meme Review. Tell them what they won, AC. They won the Angry Cops tumbler. With fantastic see-through lid and enough room to fill up half of a pint of bourbon, you can finally stomach those Christmas recitals, soccer practices, or parent-teacher conferences. You can't buy it anywhere else. It's only for... And said she was assaulted. I watched the video. It'll blow your mind. You're welcome. Russian winters may become less harsh due to global warming. Germany. If the average college student gave up alcohol for a year, they would save $900. Enlisted military. when you tell your specialist that he needs to go tactically acquire something.
Bet. That means I get to steal something. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And I've been told by my leadership to tactically... One time, I was in NTC, California. One of my leadership told me to tactically acquire a pair of fire extinguishers. Yeah, I found 2 unattended. He did tell me to acquire something else that I just couldn't get because I got caught. I didn't get caught trying to steal it. I just got caught in the area. And they were like, hey, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm looking for my leadership. I'm looking for my NCO. I thought he was over here. No, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh, okay. Damn. Missed my chance, but I did get the fire extinguishers.
Steal! A Venezuelan teen going to check his fishing nets. So long, partner. Cocaine ain't such good bait no more, eh, Guillermo? You might be a veteran if, no matter the amount of piles of this, it still wasn't good enough to...
Dude, I feel like I posted this one as a community post on the channel. And yeah, this is what it looks like when you clean your weapon. Probably, god damn, if it's that dirty, were you firing blanks? Anyways, yeah, you clean it. This is the result. You turn it in to your armed sergeant, and he's gonna be the biggest dick in the world and say that it's still dirty.
Turn in. My God, I'm getting heart palpitations.
Yeah.
Just thinking about all those dirty gosh dang Q-tips. Now that's all we've got for the weird randomness and off-color jokes that you have, which I sincerely enjoy. Let's get into your homework. Bang! That's right.
This
Get the
dog,
doggo out
bro.
of the chopper. Now we got a lot of these, a lot of good ones too. So let's do some of these things rapid fire. My friend's doing literally anything. Me. I don't want to go. Me trying to hold him back. My dog going after the chicken nugget my kid just dropped on the floor.
Yeah.
The half-naked man whose house was broken into. Like I said, check out the video. Border Patrol. PFC's coming back from Mexico. Run, boys! They're not gonna let you back. Merry Christmas. Welcome to AFES at Fort Bragg.
Oh,
when a
God.
trainee does the rappel tower for the first time, let me tell you.
Wrong. I loved every single second of that rappel tower, but I did see people that looked just like this dog at the rappel tower. It was not me. I saw one dude, he looked over the edge and immediately turned around and tried to go back down. The drill sergeant was like, no, fuck you. You're first. It was hilarious.
Welcome to AFES at Fort Bragg. When a trainee does the rappel tower for the first time, let me tell you, one of my favorite things to do is to stand at the bottom or be up at top with them and just start shaking the shit out of the rope. Just fucking hold on, Private. You'll be fine. Get
You're
back in
fine.
that L position and give me a little...
And the thing about these rappel towers is that even if you fall from the top of it, you won't die. You might break something, but death is not happening.
Safe, and then belay on down. But they can't. They just sit there and shaking. One of my favorite days. When the U.S.
It really was. It was so good. I am still salty to this day that I didn't get to do it twice.
goes to war with China, and I warn my dog, if he's captured, he'll be eaten. Right as we leave the aircraft. When the drill sergeant says the Swiss seat needs to be tightened, remember rappel day? Yeah. Squat down, pull those ropes taut. Get your junk all squished in together. And sit like that for the next 4 hours until it's your turn to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna be late! Enlisted and veterans everywhere. I hate being late. I hate being late. If you're late, I hate you too. Me turning at 15 miles an hour. My mother!
Yeah, so dramatic.
You put my wife in there too. Society, doing literally anything normal. White liberal women. It's the patriarchy that makes.
I'm telling you, I did a short about this the other day. Anything happens, they have to take to the internet to tell you how offended they are, even if it has nothing to do with them. And I'm just like, but you're not Venezuelan. Shut the fuck up.
You you do it this way? Ah! My autistic, bisexual, trans...
Yeah, nobody wants to sleep with you. It's all the girls that are bitching about abortion, the ones that can't get laid.
Son-daughter, BLM activist!
They're all like, I could have a kid. Like Mr. Heckles from Friends. I could have a baby. I could give birth. I won't. No one will stick me, but I could if I wanted to. Right.
Antifa agent doesn't approve! That's what you all sound like to me. The ATF, every dog. Drill Sergeant High normally. Drill Sergeant High sees a fat recruit. Yes. Fat trash! Me when I hear the ice cream truck outside. And many a kid ran into traffic. I was one of those traffic children. Me taking the dog for a walk. A person of color walks by. No, I swear to God, he's not racist. His old owners were black and beat him, but that's the only reason I'm...
Dude, y'all remember how I used to be married? Well, me and the wife shared a bloodhound, and guys, I did not teach this bloodhound how to do any of like this. Bro, he just did not like black people. Just didn't. I was the darkest thing that he would put up with. That was it. And like, I didn't teach him to be that way. I didn't teach him to be that way. Fucking my wife at the time didn't teach him to be that way. And when she got him, her brother-in-law found this thing malnourished on the side of the road. Like really skinny, kind of like small puppy type bloodhound. And then he gave the dog to her, right? She doesn't have a racist bone in her body, but dude, I'm telling you, this dog, dude, don't be black and come next to this bloodhound dog. It's just, I didn't know what to tell people at all whatsoever. I'm just like, listen, every dog likes certain things and every dog doesn't like certain things. It just so happens that one of the things that he doesn't like, I don't know what to tell you, and I'm not about to apologize for it either.
So sorry. I think he just thinks you all look the same. I'm not saying you do. I just think that he does. I literally had a fat-headed, yoked up pit bull named Big Red that was in a fight ring. He used to be scared shitless of black people. And guess who owned him? Took him a little while to chill out there. PTSD was strong for the first year that I had him, and then he was just like, oh, it was just the ones that owned me.
Remember it was a Weimaraner mixed with a pit bull. It was a half-breed. Remember my dog Loki that I used to have? For a while, when we first got him, he would not interact with men at all, whatsoever. He was deathly afraid of me, my male roommate, any man, bro. He would just be like, dog, try me, and he would bite you. And he just did not like dudes. When it came to women, man, you could pet him, you could roll him over, you could pick him up by his neck if you wanted to, and he'd let you. But when it came to dudes, he eventually chilled the fuck out, right? Once he got used to me and he realized that I wasn't a threat to him, but I'm pretty sure his prior owner beat the bejesus out of this dog, probably. Like, he bit me the first time that we got him. I still got the scar right here. Bit me. Caught me right there. What can you do?
Some are great. I'm like, yeah, but the rest of them are pretty cool. And he was like, oh, thank God. Literally was on a run with him one time. 6'6" black guy with dreads. Must have been Jamaican. He was as dark as night. And my dog, like at a nice jog, just like looks over, is like, oh! And just like a cartoon stopped. And just like stared at the guy, petrified, till the guy was like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? And I'm just like, I know what's going on. You're like, come on, buddy.
Now, you know what's funny? My Rottweiler, Nova, she doesn't like women. The only women she'll put up with is my niece and my sister. If you are a female, she will not fuck with you. She will growl at you and tell you to back the fuck up. Don't pet her. Don't look in her direction. She doesn't like chicks. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but that's why, like, we took her to the park one time, and I think like 3 women in a row approached, because I had her on leash, approached me to pet her, and she showed her teeth. And then they backed off. And a random dude comes up and just starts petting her, and she's just like, hey man, what's up? You want to scratch the back of my neck? And I'm just like, you're odd. All right, bet, cool.
And then we left. R.I.P. Big Red. When you lied on your resume and are now in too deep. Me in a stressful environment. My wife. When the drug dog realizes...
This is like, I swear, This is, God damn it.
R.I.P. Big Red.
When you lied on your resume, this is the equivalent to all of the dudes that are super gung ho to go airborne, and they get in that plane for the first time, and they look out, and what is their face?
When you lied on your resume and are now in too deep.
I didn't think we were gonna be up this high, man. He said we weren't gonna be up this high. It really isn't that high compared to Halo.
In a stressful environment. My wife. When the drug dog realizes that wasn't a...
That's so facts, really.
Me in a stressful
environment.
My wife.
That has been my situation so many times. And I feel like it's just natural at this point, really. Something would be happening and she'd look at me, she's like, why aren't you freaking out more? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't care.
When the drug dog realizes that wasn't a microdose. And finally, Hassan, training his new dog.
Oh,
well,
God.
That's all we've got for this Angry Meme review. That's right. It's the end. But don't forget, just like every Angry Meme review...
Yo, who did that last one? That should have been the winner. Oh, I don't approve of the meme of the week, but it is your favorite. But as far as, like, us, the viewer, angry, it's gotta be this one. Hassan training his new dog. I know that you have your pick, but overall, this has gotta be the winner outside of your personal choice. That's too perfect.
Training his new dog. Well, that's all we've got for this Angry Meme review.
Oh, that was good. The Hassan meme went the absolute hardest. So the top comment says, I have acquired seal fatigue. I kind of would have to agree just a little bit. Part of the reason that we all thought that they were so cool is because we never heard anything. They never talked about it. They never said anything. For the longest time, you couldn't even tell who was or wasn't an operator at all. You could probably tell they were in the military, but you couldn't even tell they were an operator, right? And it used to be like that. There used to be so much mystique. There used to be so much mystery into special operations. And that was further amplified by the fact that anytime they do anything, 90% of the paperwork is redacted, right? So there was always that level of wonder when it came to Navy SEALs. Now, that's it. There's nothing else that can be left up to the imagination because they've already said it all. They've already told you everything. They've already put it all out there. And it's just like, all right, good. It's one thing if you just like want to get on a video and talk about your military experiences, and maybe you can relate to other service members that might watch your video, or maybe you just want to talk about it. Maybe you never talked about it and you figure, fuck it, let me just talk about it, get it all out there. Like, for example, remember all those years ago when I uploaded that video of me telling y'all what my name meant, why I made it that, right? That was good for me. That felt good for me because up until that point, I had never told anyone what I went through in the service. I had never told anyone what happened to me. I had never told anyone what I had to deal with during my deployments. And that was the first time that I had actually, in a full format from start to finish, told that story, right? So if you want to do that, that's fine, because that was good for me. It allowed me to get it all out there. It allowed me to just like say it out loud, not just to my family, but just like to other people, because I was at the point where I had pretty much come to terms with it. I was very angry prior to making that video, but I got over the anger and all that stuff and just healed as much as I could from all of that stuff, right? And it was a good outlet for me. And if that's something that you want to do, then do it. But the way that it's being done is just... Ugh. Like, I personally do not watch Navy SEAL, Delta Force, Special Forces influencers. I don't really get into watching influencers, period. I just be watching content that's fun. I'm not. I'll need to watch all that, but mainly on the. And here's another thing. Personally, I would rather watch a video or a content creator that's like me, that was just a regular service member with a regular job, with a regular every day-to-day just like me, than watching a video from a Navy SEAL or Delta Force or Special Operations, because I can't relate to you motherfuckers. I can't relate to you. We're not the same. I'm not you. You're not me. We didn't have the same experience. We didn't fight the same. I feel like we're just on completely different planets. I don't want to. We don't have anything in common. The only thing we have in common is that we both did this, right? So I would rather watch the normal dude that was just a mechanic talking about his military career than all of your fucking 58 confirmed sniper kills. That, like, cool, bro. It just, all right. Anyways. Sorry, let me get caught up with Oh, never mind. Y'all are just talking amongst yourselves. I forget what I said and what y'all are responding to. I'm sorry. I just talked for so long and I didn't read chat that I don't even know what y'all are responding to. Okay. Let's see what we got next. I think I put this in my watch later. Oh, you know what I put in my watch later? The alpha male, oh, hold on. What's it called? I think it's the Alpha Male Olympics or the Alpha Male Awards. I could give a rat's fuck about an awards show, but the 2025 Alpha Male Awards got the world's biggest douchebags. King Azule, Wes Watson, whoever the fuck that is in the middle of the thumbnail. No, let's... Oh, I'm so hungry. Let me check the patron stuff. Well, I kind of want to do something out of the watch later because I want to do. All right. Unless there's any more requests, we can do something from watch later. This is the last thing I did, but I recorded it. I didn't watch it on stream. U.S. military wants to kick women out of combat jobs. Ex-Navy SEAL burned all his combat medals. 2025 Alpha Male Awards. 21 military slang terms every veteran knows. I think this is just something I plan to watch on my own time. Bill Burr is losing his mind. Yeah, I think he's still coping about the fact that people are making fun of him for his comedy show in Riyadh. AWOL U.S. Marine fled the country. We had someone flee the country and go AWOL, but they went AWOL from overseas and came back to America. All right. Dude, I'm liking Fallout 2, but here's the thing. I'm gonna have to... I hate watching shit out in the living room, but that's the only place where I had Amazon Prime on my tablet, but the account that I was using has been deleted because it wasn't my account, which is fine. But and I still have one, but it's just out in the living room. I don't like watching TV out there. So I'll probably do some Fallout later tonight. I'll just have to go out into the fucking living room to do it, which I don't want to go out there. Oh, I need to start that. I almost started that last night, and then I couldn't make up my mind between that and Arcane or another TV show or movie that I was eyeballing, and then I passed the fuck out. So if I don't... I've watched the first episode of Fallout Season 2, but if I end up not watching that because I'm just too lazy to walk the 13 feet that it takes to get to the living room, then I'll just stay in here and watch Welcome to Derry. Because I can actually watch Welcome to Derry now. The only reason I didn't want to start it was because I hadn't seen It Chapter 2. I just recently watched It Chapter 2, and I'm all caught up with everything. So I can do Welcome to Derry, which I don't even think that, from what I've heard, I don't even think you had to watch It Chapter 2 to really understand Welcome to Derry. But yeah. I just, Fallout is also a must at the moment for me as well. So, and so is Arcane. It's just trying to find the motherfucking time. All right, bet.
Coming up next in the Alpha Male universe.
Like, I can't go to sleep early. Why not? You're watching movies? Huh? You're cuddling your wife? Huh? Brokies?
Vision of being the most jacked, most tatted motherfucker.
You know you're a douchebag when you make fun of people cuddling their wife. Yeah, that's what normal people do. You fucking cunt muscle. The fuck? You know you're a fucking loser when you're making fun of people with wives.
Which is something I like and I look up to and I think is very attractive for me to be. I think, you know, the women that I know are attracted to that and I'm attracted to it.
I realize that.
Nah, I think Wes is like secretly gay. I think he's the most, and probably will be the most closeted dude in this entire video, but we'll see.
What they're hating on me being sober, being positive, being disciplined, they're just hating on what they gave up on. Because guess what? They also tried the discipline route and it didn't go well for them. They also tried the fitness route and it didn't go well for them.
I don't know
Guys,
what you're talking about.
Bunch of grown men wanting to be hard, but got a bunch of soft little...
All right, just shut the fuck up, cream pied Jose. Enough of that. So welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Let's kick off the AMU Alpha Male Universe Awards of 2025. Now, I wanted to make this video a lot earlier in the year. However, I had a family issue come up, a family emergency. And of course, that is priority number one. But now that that has been settled, we have the show to go on. And we have about 5 awards that we're going to be giving out, from the biggest downfall, I bet you can only guess who had that one, to the most pathetic alpha.
It's gotta be Wes Watson. What's a bigger downfall than making all that money for YouTube revenue and subscriptions to your stupid ass course to ending up in prison? I can't think of a worse fall off than that. So, if nobody else in this video ends up going to prison, then I think Wes Watson takes that award.
Alpha Male, and finishing off with Alpha Male Comeback of the Year. And I'll actually expand a little bit more on that when we get to that section, but it is going to be a crazy video, so be sure to smash that like button if you want to be in the fight against alfalfas. Now, if you are also new, then consider watching the whole video and then make that decision to subscribe. So be sure to get in the flow, stay together, and let's get this show on the road. There is just no doubt in my mind that the biggest downfall in the AMU was Wes Watson. Now you have to understand, you may be new to this.
I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies at 5.
In January of last year, he was caught doing stuff like this.
That's right. Exactly what I knew would happen ended up happening. You bunch of fucking bitches. I ain't even gonna directly say it. You, and all you motherfuckers know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Guess what? Actions speak louder than words, and I always win. Not a scratch on him. Never will be. The the matter with you people? Think that a mother can't exist at a certain level when you watched it happen from the penitentiary gates to where we're at today? How the do you guys not understand that you having 10-inch arm having?
Yep, that was one of Wes Watson's major crash outs after he had mollywopped this one guy that visited him at the gym.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? Oh, you mean the guy that showed up to fight you, but because you're actually the little dick bitch boy, you and 5 of your homies had to gang up on one guy that showed up to fight you? I gotta tell you, I was once in that situation, Wes, where one of my buddies started a fight with someone, and that someone obliged. You know what I did? Fucking nothing. I let them fight because it's a fair 1v1. But you're not going to take a fair 1v1 because, well, I don't have to say it out loud, bro. The fact that you won't take a fair 1v1, that says everything we all already know. You're a bitch. That, like, I don't know where to go from there. That's just pretty much it. It's written in stone at this point.
Now, he wouldn't know at that time. He was celebrating.
Yeah, they jumped him. That's like, there wasn't no fight. There wasn't no whatever. It took 5 of them versus 1 of him. And up until that point, you spent months upon months antagonizing people and talking shit on the internet, talking about, if you want it, come get it. Well, guess what? Someone showed up and you had to hide behind your bitch boy ass friends. That, like, that's the most pathetic shit, really, to be honest.
Really feeling himself, but he really wouldn't know how big of a blow that mistake would be to his career. He decided to jump an individual with his alfalfa groupies, and it has led to a devastating court case that has really just engulfed.
And imagine how much of a fucking loser you gotta be to risk jail time for this fuckboy. No way, no sir, no how, not me.
His life. Now, he's the one who did it, so he's gonna have the responsibility to take on all those consequences, right? But another thing too is that he bragged about having massive tetas.
Like, dude, I can't even be friends with someone like this. The one that's always looking for problems. I had a buddy like this when I lived overseas, and every time we would go out, there was an issue. There was a problem. He was starting a fight. Someone was trying to fight him. Blah, blah, blah. And I finally put 2 and 2 together. It's him. I stopped going out with him. I don't want to go out and there be a possible fight or there be commotion. I just want to go out, drink, stare at some titties, have a nice time, come back home. I don't want to have to defend you. I don't want to have to fight for you. I don't want to have to defend myself. Dog, it's Saturday and there's bitches everywhere and you're trying to put your hands on men. I can't be friends with you. I can't, because you're gonna put me in a bad position, man. You're gonna put me in a place that I don't want to be at. Who the fuck would be your friend? I don't understand it.
Massive arms, and now he's looking like this.
I can't believe the shit this asshole's spitting out of his mouth.
My physique and my genetics, I can go from where I'm at right now, like 220 to like 240 in a week and a half, and have it be full.
220 to 240 in a week and a half? You're on steroids.
And jacked. The thing is it's not my focus. I was never a fitness guy. I was never a bodybuilder. You guys just think that. Everyone just sees in me.
You were on steroids. Look at you now. Yeah. That's what happens when you're on the juice and you go to jail and you no longer have juice. You go back to your regular fucking self.
What they want to see. I was always just living my life. And I'll always want to be ripped. I'll always want to have size. I'll always do what's right at the time. But you guys, The one thing you ever have to ask, the one thing you need to know, if they don't ever ask about your physique, if they care about you, or if they're talking shit, they go like this. Hey, how do you feel? And if you say, I love it, they should say, me too. And if they say anything else, they're f***ing hating. That's all you need to know.
So in a way, Wes Watson has kind of gone down the mind, body, whole path of accepting everyone. You know, it's no longer about the gym. He was never a fitness influencer. Yeah, everyone just never had a functioning fucking brain, and they're just misremembering everything, you know? That Wes Watson's whole brand was built on having massive arms and being jacked. But apparently now he has...
How are you? Thank you for tuning in.
Completely deflated, and his brand is utterly ruined. I mean, people that once like glazed and gobbled him on his Instagram just constantly leave hate comments. I wouldn't even call them hate comments, right? They're just people saying, hey, where's the gym? Where's the gym content? It's no longer...
He's out of steroids, guys. There is no more gym content.
Around. And then Wes Watson goes, I'm hanging with my people. I love to have Starbucks with people. So yeah, biggest downfall in the AMU. He's completely cooked. People are just gonna constantly make fun of him, including myself, and we're all gonna have a laugh at his expense. So fuck Wes Watson in the comment sections down below. So let's move on to the next award.
The comeback alpha. Really? So like, you were a douchebag and now you're not a douchebag? Huh. Let's see.
So Clinton Dye was the first cream-pied butler of Wes Watson, and he has actually departed the AMU when he decided that...
How are you...
He could no longer grift. Nobody was buying his stinky bullshit, right?
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna buy alpha male advice. But wouldn't you prefer to buy alpha male advice or an alpha male course from someone who looks like, I don't know, they're in their early to mid, at most late 20s? This looks like someone's grandfather. How are you... I get it, respect your elders and shit, but you look like somebody's grandfather. On alpha male shit? Alright, cool.
But at least he had the honor to move on from the Miami lifestyle and stop with the whole alpha male grift. Now, he still does like this social media service, but
I think you finally realized that you're old enough to be someone's grandfather and that shit had to go.
The whole ridiculousness of the alpha male shit is gone in his message. Yeah. And you may have kind of honestly forgotten about Mr. Pepperoni Nips, but let's check out what he did in the year of 2025.
All right, we're hitting a video here because the lighting's good here in Miami. It was raining earlier. I got that golden hour light and the biceps are cranking.
Brother,
exactly.
What's that, brother?
I don't know.
I mean, I live here in Miami. I've never seen a hater in person. I've seen a lot of haters online. I have a lot of negative things to say, maybe from the people I associate with, or how I look, or how I speak. I don't know.
Oh my God! Bruh.
Yeah, so you could see how cringy Clinton Cream Pied was at one point in his life. I mean, this guy really just had some type of identity issue and latched onto Wes Watson's sack or something. Because when you actually look at his head, he got a tattoo on the side of his head. He went total boot mode and tattooed the United States Marine Corps on the back of his head because he wanted to be like his idol, Wes Watson. Yeah.
I don't... I've seen a lot of Marine Corps tattoos. I've never, like, dog. That is some bold ass lettering. And it's fucking huge. I've seen a lot of Marine Corps tattoos. That one's ridiculous. That one. All right.
Yeah, just complete cringe level, omega cringe level shit. Now, what I need to say though is by comeback, meaning at least someone who realized this shit is not gonna happen, that you can't grift this shit, right? So comeback is kind of like a pretty broad term, and some people may say he doesn't even deserve to have a most improved player of the year type of shit.
I mean, but dude, look at the class that he's in. The word's gotta go to somebody.
But I think he's honestly deserving of it. I think you can redeem yourself as long as you don't go too far like the next person we're about to talk about. But yeah, Clinton die. Oh, he's never gonna forget that bullshit. Man, people really dragged this guy when I used to make videos on him. So let's continue on with the next award.
Go. Biggest piece of shit. All right. I agree with this one.
I definitely think that Azuli is the biggest piece of shit in the AMU. Now, we have so many different characters here, but Azuli is truly a very evil person. He is someone who has made light of his S-crime case. He jokes about it. He laughs about it. It's something now that he's actually proud of, which is just sickening to even say. And I can't even believe that a grown-ass man would even do something like that. I mean, nobody likes Azuli here on the channel. Sometimes I get a glazer of Wes Watson saying, hey, he's not a bad guy, Bubba. He's not a bad guy. The bench park days, they were good, right? With Azuli, there's...
I mean, I don't think that anyone is calling them bad people. Well, maybe King Azuli, because like if you're talking about like sexual assault and shit, that's a different conversation. But as far as Wes, I don't think that the bad guy moniker is what people are trying to stick to him. Just douchebags. And nobody likes a douchebag. Nobody wants to hang out with one. So when you come and say he's not a bad guy, you're right. He's probably not a bad guy, man. He probably loves his mother, right? He's probably nice to his siblings. I don't know, but that's besides the point. You can be a good person and be a douchebag. And that's why people don't like him. So, doesn't bad guy or not, it doesn't matter. You're king douchebag, so no one likes a douchebag.
None of that, right? So let me show you a little bit why, since you may be new to the AMU.
Split it open. I would shatter your fucking brains.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was.
What happened?
It wasn't any different than that. And now what's left is some comments of loser men, low life.
You know what I've noticed about all of these alpha males? They really, really care, like on a very deep core level, what other men think about them. Think about that. That's weird, isn't it? To be so self-conscious all the time about what other men are gonna think about you? Whereas in most of us normal dudes, we worry about what women are going to think about us, how they are going to see us. I don't give a fuck how Jerry sees me, only Jennifer. Because Jerry's not going to touch my fucking pee-pee. Jennifer will, though. I don't give a fuck what, like, y'all care so much about what other men think. It's so strange.
The men who are saying she was 15. Go f your mother.
Wait. That's your response to people saying that she was 15 and that you're guilty of... I gotta hear this again. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Who are saying she was 15. Degenerate men who are saying she was 15. Go f your mother.
That's your response to people saying that the girl that you were fucking around with was 15. First off, gross. Second off, if someone says that to you, Azuli, the only appropriate response is, no, she was 18. But they said, nah, she's 15. And your response is, go fuck your mother? You're not even denying that she was 15? Brother. You're an idiot. You strike me as the one that would dare represent yourself in court, and it would go very bad for you.
And then come back and tell me she was 15.
What does that even mean? Y'all said she was 15, but you know what? Go fuck your mother and then come back and say that. What does that mean? Fuck all. Really. Matter of fact, that actually makes it worse. Because you still haven't come out and just denied it. No, I didn't sleep with a 15-year-old. It's that easy. But you're just like, fuck your mother. You go do that. And then come back and talk to me about 15. Okay? Man, I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. You're a piece of shit.
That clip actually comes from a brother in arms by the name of Saintaholic, so big shout out to him because I had this clip and I just couldn't find it anywhere, right? So you can interpret it however you want, right? But for me, it comes across as him not taking the matter seriously, him joking about it. It's just weird, man.
Like, fucking Dr. Disrespect did the same thing. Whenever he was accused of the same thing, the motherfucker never dropped his character. He stayed as Dr. Disrespect. No, motherfucker, take off the wig, take off the glasses, address it as Guy Beam, and maybe it might go better for you. But nope, he never took off the persona. He never dropped the act. He treated it like a joke. He treated it like a joke. And it's just like, yeah, dog, that's...
This guy definitely deserves the biggest piece of shit award of 2025. This guy is just awful puke. I mean, he is horrible, man. And he was really upset that the Bubba Armory was on his ass like every single day, and to the point where he actually even called us out.
But one guy in particular, the guy doesn't fucking leave me alone. Now he hides behind the fucking screen.
No, it's not that he's harassing you. He's like, this guy won't leave me alone. That would imply that he's harassing you, Azuli. He's not harassing you. He's farming you. Brother, there's a difference. He's farming you. The more you speak, the more money he makes. The more you do anything, the more content he has. He is farming you successfully. He is making very good money off your ass. He's not harassing you. He's not bothering you. He's not on your dick. He's not in love with you. Oh, no, no, no. He's working you. And you don't see it. That's rough, man.
Nobody knows what he looks like, and he uses another influencer's name. His name is Baba. Now, Mr. Baba, obviously since you're in hiding, we know that you're a fucking Baba Ganoush. You're made out of a fucking salad, and we know that. And me, my friend, I'm gonna be Baba Yaga for you. I guarantee you that if you were to see me face to face, you would piss your pants. But you're not gonna show yourself to me, and I already know that. But I'll tell you what, you want war, we'll go to war. And the other guy...
But you're not gonna do anything, man, because on the off chance that you do, are you gonna throw the first punch? And you're gonna have a camera crew there, so if you do throw the first punch with a camera crew, congratulations, man. You just self-snitched. You just recorded yourself assaulting someone. Whether that person showed up for the hands or not. I don't... And if they want to go to the police, guess what? Even if they showed up to fight you, you hit them first, they can just leave and be like, I got assaulted, man. And it's caught on camera too. You're just like, you're not going to do anything because you have too much to lose. You're not going to throw it away. You're just going to talk and posture. Brother, stop.
Guys that made shit content about me. One in particular, and we know who he is, who started this.
Yeah, Azuli, really a horrible person. I know I've kind of said that over and over and over, but wow, he called me out. I'm so scared, Azuli. He proclaimed war on us, then utterly lost that. He continues to get stretched every single day. This guy really resorted to some of the weirdest tactics for 2025 against myself and the community. He tried to say that we hired a hitman against his mom, in which he wrote a fan fiction of his mom getting violated, like over and over to the point where she can't poop anymore. Yeah, like really insane shit, okay? And then
no pun intended,
try to say a bunch of other nonsense about us. I mean, this guy definitely is the biggest piece of shit in the AMU. So let's migrate on over to a new award and let's check out this alfalfa male.
The biggest glazer. Who are you? Brad Skiffington.
Brad Skiffington. I think that this alfalfa male really shocked the community because I don't think anyone really expected for there to be someone who was a 1-for-1 copy of Wes Watson. A lot of people actually in the community are...
Listen, I say this as a man that has a three-eyed panther tattooed on my left thigh. That is the dumbest fucking tattoo I've ever seen. Hands down. And what the fuck is 709? Please don't tell me that's your area code.
Still kind of split on whether he should be roasted or not. I'm just going to be frank. Some people think that he's not all the way there in the head, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. Look at that tattoo.
But really, it's just his accent, apparently, right? Not roasting his accent, never did, never will, right? But a lot of people thought that he was special because he's from Newfoundland.
Yeah, three-eyed. I don't know why it's three eyes. That's just what my buddy drew. We got really, really bored in Afghanistan and ordered some tattoo machines off of Amazon and tattooed ourselves and then tattooed each other. He was like, draw something for me and I'll tattoo it, and vice versa. He drew something and I tattooed it on myself. He drew a three-eyed panther. So, I tattooed a three-eyed panther. It looks like shit, but you can tell that it's a three-eyed panther. It's just no coloring, it's just line work. And their lines are not all that straight either. It's not even amateur work, really. It's just like a trash can with a tattoo machine. That's what that was.
Land. Now, if you really want to understand the craziness of Brad Skiffington, let me roll you this clip.
Oh, stupid f***ing bitches. Stupid f***ing squares. Post your love bitches. They got real questions like this. I love black people. I'm friends with a lot of black people. And I love white people. And there's also white people I cannot f***ing stand. And there's also black people that I cannot f***ing stand. You get it, motherfucker?
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
I love when stupid motherfuckers say this. Motherfucker, straight up. Check it out. There's blacks that I love and would be part of my family. Move into my house. There's ones that make me sick, okay? Get it? You get it, motherfucker? There's whites that I'd move into my house and call me my family. There's ones that make me sick. You get it, motherfucker? Do you understand this shit? You fake bitch motherfuckers who try to talk shit. You guys are just so goddamn fake that you don't understand.
Yeah, after
that, dude. For me, it's always been ignorance exists in every color, not just specific ones, right? So you be cool to me, I'll be cool to you. But God, they really did get triggered, didn't they? When they were asked that question, like, you don't like black people, do you? And they got insanely angry. I feel like that's telling. Kind of like whenever you call a man gay and he gets very fucking mad, chances are, say it. Come on. Say it. You know, chances are he's probably gay himself. The ones that get really defensive, really angry whenever like you bring that up. Well, I'm not gay. You're gay. You're a fucking pole smoker. I hang out with those people. Yeah, and then 10 years later, he's married to Phil. Right? That's kind of, I feel like that's what it is here. Like, y'all just went on such a massive rant about one simple question that it was like a yes or no answer. And
watching that one clip, I'm 100% convinced that Brad Skiffington has a Wes Watson idol somewhere in his closet or something that he just worships. And
no, that dude looks more like Tectone than he does what Wes Watson. No shade to Tectone or anything, but just like the bald head, mainly just like the face and the head for the most part. Maybe more tattoos on the head, probably Watson, but yeah, he wants to be like him so bad. Kind of like and it's always cringe when you see stuff like this. Kind of like, remember when Sneeko wanted to be Andrew Tate so badly? And he would literally put on his fucking shades indoors because, you know, all the douchebags wear sunglasses inside, right? He'd put the shades on and sit here like this. Ah, yes. Sluts in the Matrix. Yes. Acting just like Andrew Tate because you have no idea who the fuck. Which, to be fair, a lot of young men don't know who they are. Most of us don't know who we are and don't grow into our own for a while. But, oh God, talk about like the wrong person to follow as per like a template on how to conduct yourself. You know what I mean? That's like,
he glazes every single day. Yeah, so definitely Brad Skiffington deserves the biggest glazer award of 2025 because there really isn't anyone on the internet that is a one-for-one copy like Brad. It is just ridiculous.
I bet you that tattoo artist laughed his ass off as you paid him the $120 that you paid for this tattoo. I guarantee he laughed on the inside while he was doing it, and he laughed at you out loud when you left. I guarantee it.
Man, so let's wrap this up with the final award.
The most pathetic. Crowned Jose.
So Crowned Jose is definitely deserving of the most pathetic award.
I don't know. I've never seen a specific video on this guy, so we're going to learn about him right here, right now for the first time.
The AMU. This guy is in his mid-20s, I believe, and for whatever reason, right, he has decided to be Wes Watson's butler, his maid. It is really the most embarrassing shit of all time, and I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but he's always just trying to look cute. He's always trying to look cute for the other alpha males. He may be a toy for these guys down in Miami or something. I really don't understand it, right? I feel like he's trying to like lean into this cutesy look. He always has like these big glasses. I think he has makeup on. I don't know, right? Not judging if he wants his cheeks taken by the alfalfa crew. That's just how it's gonna be, right? 2026. But holy moly, man, definitely the most pathetic. And let me show you some clips why.
When me and my guys roll up just straight covered in ink, blasted, jacked as fuck, you could tell we're different, you guys. Not even to talk shit. You could tell we're different.
No, y'all'd be different if y'all rolled up with all your tattoos and whatever the fuck blasted means, and you got out of your really nice cars with a bitch on each arm. That would truly be different. But y'all are no different than the rest of us. You roll in gaggles of 5, and you go from bar to bar looking to get laid, and you never do. You're not different. Y'all are douchebags.
Everyone just looks around, they're like, what the f is wrong with these guys? These guys look scary, what the f? You guys.
Anybody who's real successful at OnlyFans, this isn't about the money. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of people acting like I ain't packing, so let's just do it. Whatever you want to do. How do we do it? How do we make these people see who they're not? Ain't even about no bag or nothing. It's about you guys realizing that just saying shit online is the stupidest shit ever, and you're wasting. That just saying shit online is the stupidest shit ever.
One more time for y'all in the back that didn't hear it. Maybe y'all didn't get here on time to get seats.
Realizing that just saying shit online is the stupidest shit ever.
Oh, okay.
And you're wasting a
I just wanted to make sure y'all heard it the same way I heard it. Did y'all hear it the same way that I heard it? Okay. I was make sure y'all are paying attention. I'm looking out for you guys.
A lot of your time, because a lot of shit you guys say is completely wrong.
So Jose wants you to think that whenever his crew comes in tatted and jacked, that you're intimidated. I mean, what are you on, Jose? This is really why he is deserving of the most pathetic. And then to
y'all are just like random guys too. That's it. Who would be intimidated by a random group of 5 dudes that are just hanging out? Y'all are just hanging out. That's it. You don't know. You roll up and nothing happens, dog. No one gets intimidated. No one even probably looks in your direction. Maybe the tattoos catch people's eye, but tattoos always catch the eye of people, and they are a conversation starter. You stick out with tattoos, so naturally, if they look at you, it's probably that, but they're not actually intimidated, afraid to walk up to you. I think the only time I've ever felt intimidated by a group of other men was I was at a sports bar one time years ago, and I was sitting on the patio, and on the other side of and there's a fence right here, and on the other side of the fence is the parking lot. Bruh, 5 loud ass Harley Davidsons rolled up. and parked right there, like in the parking spaces right across my fucking table. I could stand up, lean over, reach out, and touch the bike, right? And it was these big, scary looking motherfuckers. And I recognized the jacket. One of my NCOs had told me, and he had made me aware of this motorcycle group. And most of the dudes, I don't want to say most, all of the dudes that were in this motorcycle club, this MC, this group, they were all prior special forces. All of them. Man, I saw them roll up. I saw the jackets. I saw the beards. I saw the jacked as fuck. I knew exactly who they were, what they were about. And I was like, goddamn, that's literally the last those are the last dudes I will raise my voice to in this fucking sports bar ever. And they're the first people I will go to if shit goes down, for the most part, really, because yeah. However, you're not prior service, you're not special forces, you're not in a motorcycle group, you're lame, stop. No one's intimidated by you, no one's afraid of you. Stop being a douchebag and just be a pretty boy. That's it. Just be a pretty boy. It's too easy, you just stand there.
Just add on to the
Stop
fact
talking.
that he is literally a maid for Wes Watson. I'm not making this shit up. You may have missed it in that second clip where Wes Watson's whining about how nobody...
Yeah, they may not be intimidating to you because you grew up in that environment, but they're intimidating to me, and especially because I've seen Sons of fucking Anarchy, and especially because I've actually run into a Hells Angels biker in real life. Very nice fellow when I ran into him, and I legitimately ran into him physically. I wasn't paying attention, neither was he. We ran into each other, dropped our shit. I looked up, saw his jacket. I was like, hi. And he's like, oh, hey, man, thank you for your service. I was like, I didn't even really know what to say, but cool dude. But still, those are not the dudes you fuck with. They're not the ones to be trifled with. Out of all the dudes that you would probably meet, when you go out into public, those are the last ones I'm trying. Those are like, you know what I'm saying? There's just...
thinks that he's packing, right? I mean, come on, right? But in the background, you could...
in my brain and always in the back of my mind, I know who I could fuck with and I know who I can't fuck with. That's just... I've acquired that level of self-awareness over the years. I know my limits. I know who I can talk shit to, and I know who I shouldn't talk shit to. I'm very aware of that, man, all the time. Like, and no matter what environment I'm in, I can kind of tell who's the hardest, and I can kind of tell who's a bitch. I can kind of tell who would hide underneath the fucking table if some shit went down. So it's just, bro, just go out into public and do your thing. But y'all are going out into public for the sole purpose of having other men look at you and be intimidated. Gay. Brothers. Gay. I don't know if y'all... It's gay, bro.
You can see Jose cleaning his kitchen. And there are several other clips on the Wes Watson subreddit on this channel of Jose being in the background and cleaning. I mean...
So, Jose, you're just a lapdog for Wes Watson. You do his laundry, you do his dishes, you do dry cleaning, you wash his car, you take it to get the oil changed. And in return, he gives you clout, advice, maybe some small change. Maybe he gives you time on his platform. Maybe he promotes you. Maybe he like shouts you out. I don't know what the fuck, but yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. The only way I'm doing another man's motherfucking dishes is if that man's a billionaire and he's paying me accordingly. That's it. That's the only way I'd be able to justify it. Like, oh, you wash another man's dishes? Yeah, I also have $3.5 million in my bank account. That's the only way. The only way. Or unless I could cook and I work for Gordon Ramsay and then I gotta clean that man's dishes, as does everyone, but still, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
He may be into some type of like humiliation thing. That's what gets him going or something, but it is the most pathetic. I mean, I have no other way to put it. It is genuinely pathetic as hell that this guy does this to himself. But you know what? That's his own choice. And that was the 2025 AMU Awards. If you made
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the award show. That was one of the more fun award shows that I've seen in recent times. To be fair, I stopped watching actual award shows ages ago. No MTV, no VH1. Does VH1 still exist? They still have the VH1 awards? I don't know. I think that died. The Grammys, don't watch it. Oscars, don't watch it. None of that. I just don't. The last time I tuned in was when Ricky Gervais verbally accosted all of Hollywood, and that was fucking funny. But aside from that, oh yeah, and I tuned in to see Chris Rock get slapped, but I didn't tune in live. I tuned in after the fact. So I will gladly watch more of these award shows than anything else on actual TV, because all that other shit on actual TV actually doesn't entertain me. And you know, there's actually something to be said, and it's kind of fucking sad that I find these alpha male douchebags more entertaining than Hollywood celebrities sucking each other off and giving each other awards. And that's sad. Sad state of Hollywood. Sad state of Hollywood when Wes Watson is entertaining me more than you fucking douchebags in Hollywood. That is, wow. There's something to be said there. Oh. I say to myself too, guys, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And whenever I go to a public place, I always sit in eyesight of the exit. I usually sit as close to the exit as I can, and I don't have my back turned to anybody at all. My back has to be against a wall. One time I went to a restaurant, there was nowhere that I could sit that was available where I could have my back against a wall. I went to a different restaurant. That's it. I have to be somewhat close to the door or my back against the wall. I have to be able to see everything, man. That's it. I was just talking about, like, in that situation, like, just some extreme shit. One of these motherfuckers has a gun, and I'm in a position to actually do something, and I can, like, hey, let me get one. I'll help you out here, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. But I'm just saying. There's just people I don't mess with, and I say that like I mess with people. I mess with no one, but I'm just saying I know who I could and I know who I couldn't. I know who I can try, and I know who would beat my ass. That's just it. These motherfuckers don't know that. They don't realize that. Because I don't know, man. Something tells me they've never gotten their ass whooped before. I have gotten my ass whooped before. I've gotten hit hard, dude, so well, I don't know. But for the most part, man, when I go out into public, I say nothing. I talk to no one, and the most I say is thank you, have a good day, and it's usually to the cashier. I go out, I come right back. I don't linger, I don't window shop, I don't go walk around. Bro, if you see me out in public, it is for a reason. It is for a very specific reason. I'm not just driving. I used to do that in my younger 20s, where I would just get in my car and just drive around. Why? I don't know. Just drive around because stupid. Just wasting gas at that point. I think I was just driving around in hopes that I saw a fucking a big booty lady just walking down the side of the street, and she saw my nice truck and wanted to get in and touch my pee-pee. I think that's why I did it in my younger 20s, but I ain't doing that, man. If I go out, bro, I need something. And I'm buying something. And I'm going to Google that they actually have it before I go, because there's no way I'm about to leave my house, go to a place with a hope that they have what I need. Fuck that. I used to do that too. Used to just walk around and walk around and walk around. Nope. I'm very deliberate with my actions. Fuck. You grew up that way? Oh yeah. Your dad was prior service. My dad, I don't remember if my dad did that or not, because I was young when my dad was already out of the service by the time I was like 8 years old. So I couldn't really tell or notice if he did that. And if he did, I don't know, he never really. All right. I think Ugh. Good lord. Let me check. There is a couple things from this stream that I plan on uploading, by the way, to YouTube. So if at any point y'all missed anything, don't worry. That I'll have some of these things uploaded. Yo, dude, why do I keep... Are we really about to take Greenland? I keep seeing this. I'm not mad about it, but... Or maybe I'm just ignorant. I haven't really caught up too much on the story, but I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought we needed Greenland. But I'm not that smart, so I like... Does that mean that if we get Greenland, is that are they gonna make it a state, or are they gonna give it the Puerto Rico treatment and make it a U.S. territory? I say they just make it a U.S. territory, because having to redo all the fucking flags and add an extra star on top of that, it would look goofy. Can we already go to Greenland if we wanted to? Like right now, if I wanted to just go hang out in Greenland, check it out, sightsee, just say that I went to Greenland, could I go? Because if we can, acquiring Greenland won't really affect me. But if we can't, then acquiring Greenland will affect me. Because that'll be another place that I could go. Dude, I would so go. I really would. But not for very long. 4 days, tops. Look at all that snow. Fuck all that. Not even a vacation. Denmark? No, I think Denmark is Denmark. Right? I don't... Oh no, I'm stupid, am I? Oh no. Yeah, that's what I thought. Denmark is Denmark. Greenland is Greenland. Trump says U.S. will take over Greenland one way or another. Let me just read part of this real quick. I haven't caught up on this. The showdown over Greenland is at a fateful moment. Denmark's prime minister warned as President Donald Trump renewed his threat to seize the Arctic island one way or the other. As European powers scramble to convince the United States to step back from its threat over the territory, a semi-autonomous region of NATO member Denmark, the military's... His comments came after Danish Prime Minister met blah, blah, blah. Trump insisted that the U.S. must take control of Greenland to prevent Russia or China from doing the same thing. So Russia and China want Greenland. Like, is that... I'm not going to let that happen. Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One late Sunday of allowing America's geopolitical rivals to control the vast mineral-rich territory. Well, when you put it like that, guys, I don't fully disagree. Who would you rather have these resources? China and Russia, or us? But surely there's some purple-haired freak on the internet that's really upset about this, but it makes sense to me. It absolutely makes sense to me. Yo, dude, America would go out of their way to take a fucking blade of grass if it meant that China and Russia couldn't have it. Something as simple as, go give me that blade of grass so that they don't get it. Sir, it's just grass. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. They're not getting shit. Give me that little piece of grass right there. Makes sense to me. The mineral-rich territory is just a bonus, really. Because I feel like that would be my thought process. Oh, China and Russia wants this, but we have the ability to take it before they do? Bet, let's take it. And let's just ask the people of Greenland, hey, who would you rather have own you? Us or them? Take your pick. I have a feeling they might say us. At least the people, anyway. Denmark is a loyal and strong ally. We're in the midst of a significant rearmament, and we are ready to defend our values whenever it's necessary. Also in the Arctic, Fredrickson added, we believe in international law and people's rights to self-determination. Oh, okay. So Denmark's Fredrickson said Sunday that disagreements and conflicts between the United States and Europe only benefit our adversaries. They weaken us and strengthen them. Fredrickson said last week that an American attack on NATO state would mean the end of the alliance. Trump told reporters on Air Force One that although he liked the alliance, NATO needed the U.S. more than the other way around. That's just... That is so America. Really. And that couldn't be any more true. NATO needs us a lot more than we need them. Really. I mean, people actually think that NATO has the ability to... NATO is like the equivalent of the boys. Butcher, Frenchie, Kamiko, Huey, right? Except the boys can actually do something against these soups. NATO can do nothing against us. They can't. So, if the alliance ends, guess what? We survive. I don't know about y'all, though. We'll be fine without that alliance. Will y'all be fine without that alliance? Kubilis also said that the EU treaty obliged member states to come to Copenhagen's assistance if faced with military aggression, but that it will depend very much on Denmark. Trump also reiterated his previous disparaging comments about Greenland's defense, saying it consists of two dog sleds. How is that a disparaging comment? Dog. If we're comparing America's defense to Greenland's defense, yeah, that's exactly what y'all have compared to our fucking F-35s. Y'all basically have dog sleds. Let's not mince words here. No one cares about feelings at this very moment. So, in the meantime, you have Russian destroyers and submarines and China destroyers and submarines all over the place. Experts have questioned the presence of these ships, and Beijing pushed back Monday at Trump's assertion that China had designs over Greenland. I think we need to actually double check and make sure that China actually wants Greenland and Russia. If they're not there for that, why are they there? Answer that question. And then, do they actually really, truly, 100% without a shadow of a doubt want it? If we can answer both of those questions, then we can make a very informed decision, but please don't let it be that we're just saying that China and Russia wants Greenland and that be a lie. Don't say that China and Russia want Greenland when they really don't, and you're just lying to use that as an excuse to take it. The same way the American people were lied to about WMDs. So, don't let that be the case. I don't know. All right, I think I got the gist of it. The United States should not use other countries as an excuse to pursue its own private interests. The Arctic involves the collective interest of the international community. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said in a daily briefing, adding that China's activities in the region were promoting peace, stability, and sustainable development while complying with international law. All right, so it basically just comes down to who you believe. Do you believe the Chinese and the Russians, or do you believe President Trump? Because the Chinese and the Russians are saying that they're not there for Greenland, and America is saying that they are. So that means somebody's lying. So work that out, and we'll have progress there as well. Okay, wow, this is long. I'm not reading the rest of that. Yeah, I don't fucking. Anyways. Okay. Guys, gals, I'm out for the evening. We will be live tomorrow on Twitch. We'll be doing music tomorrow, so if y'all have music requests, have anything y'all want me to check out, review, listen to, we will be there. I'm hungry, and I'm gonna go hang out with my niece. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. Girl was in Puerto Rico over the holidays, so gonna go do that, hang out, eat. I will see y'all tomorrow. If y'all have requests, be sure to put them in the Discord. Thank you for all the recent follows lately, subs, resubs, all of the memberships earlier, and the super chats. So, yeah, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Have a good Monday. And